Welcome to the 108 podcast, starring the drunk uncles of White Sox Twitter. He's at his ideal weight if he were 10 feet tall, beef loaf. Never holding but always partaking, not hungry but will eat, My Sock Summer. And your host, he's aged and smells like a sharp cheddar, Terezi E.
Thank you, Cornsey, and welcome to the From the 108 podcast. Get ready for some baseball, beer, and bullshit. We're in the Beef Cave tonight, and I'm here to officially announce what My Sock Summer referenced on the internet. The Astros, for years, have been our side chick. But damn it if they ain't cheating behind our back.
Woo, Lord.
Well, we have a new side chick. The team that rosters our boy, TJ McFarland.
Yes.
None other than the Oakland Athletics, official side chick of the 108.
Number 38,
TJ
McFarland.
You know, I've said it before. I've said a lot of times to Biggins, I trust Billy Bean more than I trust my wife. So I'm way in with the side chick action with the Oakland A's.
Yep, I agree. I don't like getting whored out, or whored on by a team.
Yeah,
especially
fuck them Astros.
Especially from Texas. Yeah, fuck Texas.
All that banging and shit.
Now, before we get into some shit, let's remember, if Beef Loaf talks about the 108 tourney or his dog, you drink. If My Sock Summer talks about 108 merch or his dong, you drink. And if I mention my everlasting love for Jose Canseco or my absolute hatred of mayonnaise, you drink. Now, My Sock Summer, let's pay some bills.
All right, since 2002, live band karaoke has making you the star you know you are. You sing lead on your favorite song. They provide the backing music using real instruments. Yup, it ain't some nerd back there pushing buttons. It's an actual musician playing music. You take the stage with a killer band and sing your fucking heart out. You got the pipes to sing Here I Go Again by Whitesnake? Fucking prove it. Want to take people on a musical journey? They play Bohemian Rhapsody. Bring that A game, though. Do Freddie proud. You want to rap a little? Take your pick. They play Gin and Juice, Baby Got Back, and even Shoop. How's that for variety, you picky bitch? Live band karaoke has several residencies across the city. Every Wednesday night, they're at Reggie's Live at 9 p.m. They even give away 2 Reggie gift cards for the number 1 and number 2 best performances of the night. So you want to get some free cheddar? Go out there and give it all you got. No cover and food is available. On Thursdays, live band karaoke is at the Hard Rock Cafe. Come out and sing your heart out from 9 to 11 and enjoy $4 Chicago drafts and $5 well drinks. No cover. Also, every Sunday, Houndstooth Saloon. The Rocking Out starts at 10 and goes to 1 a.m. They have drink specials and feature a full menu. So get there early and get ready to sing, sing, sing. Check out their website, livebandkaraoke.com, for all their dates and upcoming events. They will also play your event. Corporate or private, doesn't matter. Just hit them up and work it out, baby. Check them out online at LBK Chicago and at livebandkaraoke.com. Live Band Karaoke. All live, no jive. So I get all the way to the end. I read all the bullshit, great, and then I get to the tag. That's the easiest thing to read, and I fuck it up.
Your warm-up beer is what got you when Tracy picked you up.
I do want to say that if someone books a private event with live band karaoke, we expect to be invited.
Absolutely,
you got to have us there. I'll sing some like Scorps or something, man. Something beautiful. Like, really,
Scorps?
Really.
I like that you just said Scorps. It's not even Scorpions.
Oh, it's a Scorps, baby.
Scorps.
I mean, come on.
I feel like if we get invited, since My Sock Summer likes hip hop too, he and I are going to get up there and do a little Naughty by Nature.
We could do that, or we could do Baby Got Back, and then have Mr. Juicy Double right in the middle, shaking his
ass
the whole time.
I mean,
oil up them cans, baby.
It depends on what kind of private event this is. If it's like a bachelorette party, like I can't be doing stuff like that. I can't be tarnishing my marriage. You know,
not at a
bachelorette
party.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You bet
they're tipped out.
Tipped out for sure.
Pay for the Uber
for sure.
We could add 3 stops.
I made $12, baby. All right, Beef Loaf, I think you got something for us. So why don't you lay it on us?
I do. So I have a White Sox topic. Something that I was initially going to turn into a blog post, but I decided it was probably better if we threw it around here in the podcast room.
Talk it out.
So I don't know. All of you old OG 108ers are going to remember our guy. He's chubby, sinker baller. He was terrific for the 2015 White Sox. He started off terrific for the 2016 White Sox, as he became a cult hero of the early 108 action.
Yep.
But then he headed towards a tumultuous tumble in May of 2016, slightly redeeming himself in July of that year with a double in extra innings against the Mets. Yes, I'm talking about the beautiful Matt Albers.
Matt the Cat.
That's right. He was our guy. He was our initial bullpen guy that we really loved. You know, when you're a 108er, it's nice to be able to get behind a non-conventional bullpen guy.
Right.
Everyone loves the closer, right? Everyone is the closer music, whatever. But Matt Albers was perfect for us. He was goofy looking. He had a hot wife. He was chubby.
Entirely
as
too
fuck.
attractive for him.
The pictures, and the thing is, I actually looked him up on Baseball Reference.
Oh.
They had the audacity to say that he was 6'1" and only 225 pounds.
Oh,
like,
no
they
way.
fact figured that.
No
What do you
way.
think it should have been?
No way.
255 or 285? Like, because they're right in the column there.
I was
right
going
by
to go
each other.
266.
I haven't heard that much bullshit since Wally said, "Get me an XL shirt."
So Kelly Wunsch would be a good example. Kelly Wunsch would have been our guy.
Right, exactly. You know, you got an offbeat guy. Now, after he left, briefly, my sex Summer and I tried to anoint Bruce Rondon. Super big gulp. Remember that?
Super big
Beefy.
Yep.
He was all chub and he had a lot of heat. And he actually had a save on May 13th in 2018. It was funny. I looked up the stats because I'm like, when was he even with the team? I'm like, 2018? That wasn't that long ago, but it seems like a million years ago.
I thought it was last year.
He was terrible. But he had
No.
one key save against the Cubs. And he's a Treasy favorite, if nothing else, because he'd always have like an 11.50 ERA, 3.75 FIP, though. Great FIP.
Yeah.
Fuck Fib.
Because FIP doesn't understand that if everyone hits laser beams off you, they're going to all get on base. So they had a little bit of a problem with that. So I was looking at...
If it's all home runs, the BABIP's great.
Exactly. So I started to look at the bullpen this year. And I wanted to throw out a few ideas, and I was hoping you guys would come with some ideas too. So the first thing I checked, looking for a hero for us, is I looked for the most robust of the bullpen arms. And I took not only guys who pitched last year, who are still on the team, I went with the non-roster invitees, everybody. Do you know that the thickest dude out of the entire group is one man that our buddy Wally Money has his jersey, and that's Evan Marshall at 225 pounds.
Yeah.
So we
not
don't have
that big.
we don't have a particularly thick bullpen.
So
and
I
I
don't
worry
know.
about his hydration levels because if you guys remember, Wally Money came back here with the game used jersey. Well, he got Jose Rondon's game used jersey, and then Jose Rondon was immediately cut.
Yes.
And then he also got Evan Marshall's game used jersey, and he brought it back here, and it was like an hour after the game. And the thing was soaking fucking wet.
Yes.
I think if Evan Marshall's going to stay on the White Sox, he's going to need Bobby Boucher to make sure he's properly hydrated. Because that was embarrassing. It wasn't even that hot out. Like, it was not like we were dripping sweat.
First off, bullshit. I probably was dripping sweat. So, I mean, it's hot. It was hot that day.
So you're saying that there's no fat guys, but we don't know that for sure, right? Because
It's true.
They just reported today. So we haven't seen them all come back. And now Kelvin Herrera's got a bad back.
Yeah.
Right? And you guys know, like, that back starts aching. Like, you're not moving around as much.
Yep.
You're eating a lot of carnitas and whatever else I eat on the weekends. Maybe some chips and dips and whatever.
Some menudo,
And, and you start packing on that pound. So I could see Kelvin Herrera coming in and trying to cover with that big beard, but really be pushing maximum density when he shows up to camp.
So what you're saying
like
is...
Kelvin Herrera's like 6'2" or whatever, 200 on his on Baseball Reference.
Yeah.
He's actually 6'2", 284 right now. That's my hope.
So.
That's my hope.
So what you're saying is you're hoping that he has a Jesus Montero offseason.
Yes.
Remember that offseason Jesus Montero had? He was a top prospect with the Yankees, and then he got traded for Michael Pineda, and he went to Seattle, and there was an offseason in which he literally showed up to camp, and they realized that, like, oh, this guy's gained some weight, and they interviewed him. He had gained 40 pounds in the offseason.
God.
Best shape of his life.
It's not like he was bulking up to play tackle. This guy was a baseball player.
Yeah, it helped his career tremendously.
Moving from wide receiver to safety.
Yeah.
You got to put on 40.
That's right. He's gonna
Just
put
in
on 40
case.
pounds.
I don't know.
I don't even know if that makes sense because I don't really know football that well, but I think it does because you want to be a little bit heavier.
You want to be thicker. Yeah, you want to be thicker.
Let's hope
on that
Herrera comes back like David Wells. All right, just like big fat fuck, greasy and drunk. Like that's.
Mustached.
I'd be all behind that.
Mustached.
Greasy and drunk would be a nice tagline for this podcast. So a few guys that I had in mind, and not, I don't know. I just want to spitball, and I want to like. We don't have to come to a consensus tonight, but I think we got to start hashing this out because
you're driving it. You're driving.
I'm going to drive this. So
I picked out the guys that I like.
Okay, go for it.
No. But you
want to hit one first?
No, you go first because
I'll hit one first.
Why don't we just go in a circle, man?
Okay,
let's do a circle jerk.
That's the circle. Oh, I love it, man. Ookie gookie cookie time, baby. Let's do it.
Ruin that natural light
An
can.
ookie gookie cookie.
You never heard of ookie gookie cookie?
Fuck no.
You better
man.
wiki that, baby. That's why you pay $3.23 to keep Wikipedia alive, so you can check that out.
I've been learning a lot of new stuff. They have like what was it? What are they talking about? A Barstool Chicago? I'm serious. You're talking like a wank challenge, or there was some.
Oh yes, yeah.
I'm like I don't know what the fuck this is, and I googled it, and I still don't know what it is.
I couldn't quite follow it, but it sounded like you send the other person provocative pictures of anything on the internet. And you're trying to get them to jack off. I think that's how it works.
So you're
okay. You're trying to get them chubbed up.
Okay.
Yeah. You're trying to get them to go at it.
All right. Yeah, it's a wank off or something.
Yeah.
All right.
That wouldn't work for us because I know anytime I send anything to My Sock Summer, he already has Pornhub up on his phone.
I just assume My Sock Summer's in his refractory period all the time. I think he's already jacked it 4 minutes before
If he's looking at messages, he's done with the other part of the internet.
So my phone, my Instagram has been running like shit, right? So I've been trying to. I tried to post that picture of the of the 108 view that we have in your basement right now, and. A PSA for all you guys that like big girls on the porn. Siri is back. Like, she is back and actually performing, and she fell off the face of the earth like 7 years ago. Or 4 years ago. But the first thing that comes up when I open up Instagram is this. And I was looking at you guys, and I know you guys saw my face, and I'm like, oh, wow. So, yeah, she's on the Insta. And then I checked out the next one, and I was like, she is back.
I'll be honest with you.
If you guys don't know who Siri is, like, you should know.
It looks like your Instagram's working okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, no, you see, look at the top. See how it's like at the pinwheel of death up there.
I think it's your sticky digits that are causing a problem.
I think it's the fact that I have a Galaxy S7 and they're on 11 right now. So I think that's the
I'll be honest, if you're going to get stuck on a picture, those pictures are pretty good ones to get stuck on.
Yep.
I'll be honest.
All right.
So who's your first guy there?
It's you're up, man. Give us your first guy. Yeah.
Okay, so the guy that I took it to heart, you know, like what you said. Our friends over at the Sons of Anarchy told the story about this guy as they went up to him at Sox Fest and said, dude, where'd you get that gnarly scar? And he says, oh, I was in a wicked ass bar fight. And so he comes down, I think it was Steve-O. Steve-O comes down, and then Tommy goes, you really know how he got this scar, right? And he goes, no. And he's like, he got fucking hit in the head by a fucking, like a batted ball, like a 105-mile-per-hour ball, back, ricocheted off his fucking head, and hit first base, right? And like you said, we don't have any fat guys.
We don't.
He's the biggest guy we have. Forgetting Sarah, Mr. Evan Marshall is the dude that I think is probably the most 108 dude that I could find immediately on the thing last night. And I think, him almost dying, and he still goes back out to that fucking mound and is like, you know what? Fuck death. I'm gonna keep throwing fucking fastballs at people and just see what the fuck happened. He's 1,000 times tougher than any one of us. He's a real man. But there's some real men at this table too. Not necessarily Treasy. There's an 8-minute documentary on him, and, like, in his recovery, and then like his what happened, and then his recovery, and it's from like the Phoenix brain trauma center or something, and it's pretty fucking amazing to watch. And it also, you watch his wife and him, and then subsequently me at 11:30 last night, getting choked up watching this guy go, well, she gets the phone call like, hey, we're trying to fly you out to Arizona to come see him because we don't know if he's going to fucking live, right? He was like with the Reno Aces, and they flew him back to Arizona, and then they put him in. I mean, that was just it's a watch. So anyway, that dude, goofy nickname aside, he's my fucking number one pick. Would be the number one pick for our hero that we're going to have to go behind, because this guy, he's just, he cheated death and is getting back out there. It's like Evel Knievel. He's like just doing it again.
I kind of love it because a couple.
I didn't mean to go deep on the first one, right?
No, that's good.
Well, it's rough because I didn't read the question that was sent out, so I have a really bad list.
Imagine that. You didn't understand it. That's my gig. You're trying to get sympathy from the people by saying this. I know what you're doing.
It's not reading comprehension. It's just lack of reading.
It's just not reading at all.
Oh, so you're still calling me dumb. I get you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can read it and can't figure it out. I just chose not to read it.
He just doesn't read it. Even after today when he asked me if I could resend it this morning, he was like, can you resend the agenda? And I sent it in 3 seconds. He still chose not to read it and figure out what's going on.
All right, now you're losing your fucking memory because that was yesterday.
Yesterday,
that was yesterday.
Christ.
Yeah, it was.
What's wrong with you two? This is why I don't read your stuff. You guys don't even know what day it is.
It's aged. No, I like Evan Marshall for all the points you mentioned.
Right.
Particularly that he has a great sense of humor. Because I wrote that blog post last year about the nickname weekend, and he's the one who totally got it. Yeah. He's the one who understood this is how you have fun with this. And also, he has like no stuff. He doesn't throw real hard or anything.
Right.
He just sort of gets by and gets people out. I like that. It's a really decent one. Treasy, what about you, baby?
So I had Yerman Mercedes, obviously, but maybe he could be the bullpen catcher this year. You know, maybe
he's not
actually
a 40 man.
He can't catch, so that
he is on the 40 man.
He is on the 40 man. Oh shit!
But
he's not a pitcher though.
He's not. He's definitely not a pitcher. He's definitely not a pitcher. So the guy that I have is I think we need to pick him up. Is Mike Bolsinger. He's currently in a little bit of a litigation scenario because he is suing the Astros for $31 million to give to charity because they ruined his fucking career with their cheating scandal.
Oh my God.
It's amazing. I'm a big fan of this guy. I want to bring him in. But seriously, my guy is the guy that I shit on for us signing. I want him to come back. I want him to be fantastic. With his broken back and probably getting fat, is Kelvin Herrera. Like I think Kelvin Herrera, I've run that guy so hard into the ground over the past year because that was just a horrible signing. And I think a lot of people were saying it was a good signing when it happened.
They were.
And I was looking at it going, this looks like a horrible signing.
You said it right out of the gate. You said this is a terrible signing.
And now I'm turning James Shields on him. Let's turn it around, buddy. Bring me that 4.50 ERA that I know you can deliver. So I'm gonna go with Kelvin Herrera.
He's the type of guy that can have a dead cat bounce. You know,
exactly.
Just out of nowhere and be really good for a year.
Exactly. So I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for him to be that
all
guy.
All sorts of shit today.
All right, I realize that we like the thick guys, right? We like them thick.
We do.
Thick men, women, whatever. But I thought about going in the other direction. All right. Maybe we pick a guy who's a tall, very tall, skinny, Manute Bol-looking motherfucker who throws heat. Now, he's not on the 40-man yet. He was on the 40-man, but then he got pushed off the 40-man. They claimed him from Miami, and that's Tehran Guerrero. The guy throws 1,000,000 miles an hour. He's like, remember Thiago Vieira? When he threw really hard, we had no clue where it was going?
Tehran,
yeah, that's him. Tehran Guerrero. He's on there. He's gonna be at spring training.
Right.
He's gonna have a shot to make this team. And with that many bullpen arms, you're gonna have 8 bullpen arms probably because you're gonna go 26-man roster and it's 13-13, right?
Yeah.
There's gonna be 1 or 2 guys that come out of nowhere. They pitch well for a month in Arizona, and that's it. They're gonna get a chance to come back to Chicago.
Yeah.
And it would help if the guy has velocity and doesn't depend on breaking balls because it's hard to throw breaking balls down there in Arizona. The altitude makes it a lot more difficult. I think maybe a guy like this could come out of nowhere, and he's a gigantic beanpole. He's 6'8", 210 pounds.
Jesus
so
Christ. Is that Bull?
So he's like 220. He's like 225.
Yeah, so he's like Treasy's weight, but 3 feet taller.
Oh, man, I wish I was that skinny. That'd be beautiful. But I think his name is Spanish for Nuke Lelouch, right?
Yeah.
It
is, yeah.
Basically who he is.
Nuke what?
Nuke Lelouch.
Nuke Lelouch?
Yeah. So you've never seen Bull Durham? Tim Robbins.
Oh, wow.
You've never seen Bull Durham?
I didn't realize that he hasn't had his Bull Durham cherry broken.
I've seen, what was the other one? Wait a minute.
The other baseball movie? I don't know. There's 100 of them.
I did it. I have seen it. Well,
Kevin Costner?
I've seen it, but I don't know. I wouldn't know it. I know that there's like a young kid, right? And he kept Robbins is the young guy.
Yes.
And he fucks the
Susan Sarandon.
Susan Sarandon, who he's actually married to, right?
He was. Yeah.
I don't think he is.
Oh, they're not married anymore.
No, Kevin Costner probably fucked her.
Please, baby.
Oh wait, no, that's
But,
Cal Ripken's wife. Yeah.
I remember. I mean, I've seen it, but I was possibly high, and I don't remember everything about it. Possibly. I don't know. I just know I've seen parts of it, and I've been like, eh.
I'm gonna buy some edibles. You're gonna come over. We're gonna watch Bull Durham.
I don't think
we'll see if you can remember it.
Treasy, I don't think that's what we're going for here. I think we want me to remember this. So when you say,
I don't know if I want you to.
Or whatever the fuck.
And this is not a good time of year for him to have munchies. We're trying to get down in weight before the season starts.
You know what? That's a good call. So what we'll do is we'll grab a couple doses of LSD.
Oh yeah.
And what we'll do is we'll watch that, and then after that we'll play MLB The Show as the 70s Pirates and see if we can get a no-hitter.
See if Doc Ellis can
I have that? Can we like? Don't they have? Like,
I don't even have video games, so I don't know why I'm telling you we're gonna do that.
Do?
Well, I only have VR, but that's that's for just Darth Vader stuff.
That would be so funny. My socks summer crashing through your wall in the VR goggles, like the Kool-Aid Man.
Oh yeah.
Oh no!
This sucks.
My socks summer. You got another one for us?
I mean, I had a couple more.
Yeah, go for it.
But my number one was.
We'll
definitely
keep going in this circle.
Blew the load all over the face. I'm gonna go with this guy because he was at. Well, no, I'm not. I'm gonna go with this other guy. I'm gonna go with Zach Birdie, and my only reason that I can say that we can go with Zach Birdie is because he's a local guy.
I am rooting for Zach Birdie. Like if he gets that velocity,
he's got an
back,
aunt, right?
That's the key.
Guys, like they're friends, right?
Like,
yeah, his aunt's on Twitter.
His friend, his aunt, yeah.
Like if he can get the velocity back, I mean, he could still be a valuable piece. It's if he gets the velocity back.
Right.
We don't know if that's going to happen.
He's from Downers Grove, though.
Now, I don't want to be the gatekeeper of
he needs
this
to be the
whole
next
thing,
guy.
But my sex number, you realize Zach Birdie comes up and it's good. He's everybody's guy.
That's true.
And that's a little different than being the 108 guy. So that's the only caveat I got there. I am also rooting for him.
Okay.
I'm also rooting for him, but I feel like everyone is really like pulling for the local guy here. Okay. And we got to maybe pick a guy who's just not quite that guy.
Not local.
Kind of maybe who's the bad guy. You know, you kind of sometimes we got to go that way and pick the bad guy. And my next pick is the bad guy. But luckily, our guy, who is also the bad guy, Wally Money, talked to him. And he claimed that he's going to be great.
I almost put him on there,
He's gonna
and his mom's pretty hot.
He's gonna. That's right. Wally's not dating his mom
that means
yet.
they probably.
He's gonna get rid of these 3 years of suckage that we got going with him, and that's Jace Fry. Now, Jace Fry has had a real big problem getting out right-handed hitters, and last I checked, most of the hitters are right-handed hitters. So he's gonna have to solve that.
That's his number one problem.
that's gonna be tough with the new rules.
It's gonna be tough with the new rules. However, he did have big-time stuff, and he had put-away stuff, and now. If you can just line it up, the thing with bullpen guys, you don't know who's going to find that one pitch for a year.
Right.
I mean, none of us were counting on Aaron Bummer last year.
That's true.
He became a fucking stud, so you don't know who's going to fix that one thing that just makes him unstoppable. So I put Jace Fry on the list as someone he's almost booable given his past, but this is a redemption story right here. You bring him back, and then he becomes good, and he becomes a hero of the 108.
Remember, like, fucking drop my hat. How trashy, like, how bad. Obviously, Leo Garcia played until he had a kid. And then all of a sudden, that motherfucker's an all-star. And then he couldn't fucking stay healthy. And then he got traded. He goes to the Rays. And now and then he had a really good year. Yeah. And then he gets picked up by the motherfucking Brewers and given, like, a shitload of money. An obscene amount of money. Right? Well, 11 million,
20,
right?
2 and 20 is
he got a decent amount.
It's a good amount for him.
You didn't want to give him $3 million.
I still don't.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just saying that's a shitload of money.
Yeah, comparatively.
Right?
Yeah, comparatively.
So I think Jace could.
So he's going to make more than Yasiel Puig this year. That's a good.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Did Yasiel get picked up?
Not yet. We haven't picked him up yet.
That's the guy that we need, and that will be our hero guy.
He's the bad guy.
But anyway, I don't want to continue that bullshit. But Jace having a kid. Looks like he's settled down. He's been with the same girl for at least a year. It's good. Let's see if he can
have you followed
it together. And he's like, hey, you know what? I've been given an opportunity here to make a shitload of fucking money and not really, I mean, it's a lot of work. I get that, but like, come on, he could make a shitload of money real quick. He get that girl in college or that boy in college, whatever you had. Yeah. So maybe he'll fucking get it together.
I'm actually going to go with one of the free agent pickups, and I'm going to go with Steve Cishek.
Yes.
Like, I think Cishek's a little, like, we saw him in person. You got an autograph for me.
Yep,
he's a little goofy looking.
He is definitely goofy looking.
And so that fits with us.
Not as goofy as Andrew Vaughn.
No, I mean, Jesus. Like, no.
He is goofy and he's totally underrated, so he is like us.
Right, yeah. He's like, he defies sabermetrics, really, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, that's the reason that I like him. And he's willing to joke about it, hence the autograph.
Clearly. He gets it. So that's good, too, yeah.
But I think that's the kind of guy, like, where the numbers look like, you look at him and go, like, oh, this guy's not going to be very good. He had a great year last year, which is getting him paid this year, and he's going to be whatever. But he could be fantastic. He's the kind of guy, like, he used to be a closer, obviously on a shit team, but like, we were a shit team not too long ago. So I don't feel like it's a guy that I want to dismiss. So it's a guy that I want to like root for and say like, go have a Neil Kotzier out there. Like, go do something.
Yeah, it wouldn't shock me if he was real good and had 5, 6, 7 saves on this team, even if Alex Colomé is fine in the closer role. Because you got to think about it too. The White Sox can be a much better team, and when you're winning mid-80s games. Sometimes you're going to win 3-4 in a row, and you're going to need that closer that extra day when your normal closer can't go.
Well, and if you're winning and people are doing their jobs, it kind of alleviates the pressure from everybody having to like stand up every time they're there, right? Like somebody's going to pop up, right? So you don't need that one guy every time to like come in and fucking win this, And hopefully that's how this fucking shit rolls.
Yeah, it'll balance itself.
Yeah, you got to hope you have enough guys that can go in there and do that, because otherwise you're going to get into the situation of like, especially we're at the front of the window, right? You don't want to be trotting out your guys like Aaron Bummer every goddamn night,
right?
Like you don't want to Nate Jones or Andrew Miller, these guys, and just like be like, okay, you got to pitch every fucking day and win these games for us, and then sorry, your arm doesn't work ever again.
Well, yeah, and if you're Ricky Renteria. I mean, at least according to the fan base, he's going to start feeling the heat now if he doesn't win 85 games or whatever the fuck everyone's prescribing. Right. So he may manage the game like that. So that is a consideration for sure.
Projections.
I've got a guy.
Who's your guy?
He's my Zach Summers guy. He's Jordan Lazowski's guy. He's a guy who has sucked for his entire White Sox career, minor leagues and pros. However, he's a big spin rate guy. He's a guy who was a first-round pick. What about a Carson Fulmer redemption tour?
Dude, get the fuck out of here.
Because now he's way down. Like, everyone hates Carson Fulmer. Everyone is like...
No one hates him.
They hate him.
Everyone still likes him. They just think he's a shitty baseball player.
No, they don't like him anymore. See what happened was they lost Dylan Covey to hate on.
Yeah.
He's the punching bag now. And so if he comes back, he can be... He's got the goggles. He's real sweaty. Like, unnecessarily sweaty. Like, it's 53 degrees out there.
And
he's dripping sweat. Like he's pumped so many amphetamines in himself that he just can't stop pouring
not what he's
sweat out of him,
If he's doing amphetamines and he's that bad, he needs to stop.
I feel
doing it.
I feel like I put Carson Fulmer into, like, the Sammy Hagar category of... I feel like I want to hang out with this guy, but I don't want to watch him do what he gets paid for. Like, I have no interest in that.
So you don't want to watch him not drive 55?
Right. If Sammy Hagar picks up a guitar, I'm in another room. Like, I'm uninterested.
That's enough, huh?
But if he picks up a bottle of tequila, I'm running over there.
You're in there. Yeah, you're part of it.
Our guy Uncle Rico sent me a message. We sent out a lot of the 108 day prizes, like I did, and I sent him the address to the guy that won the cracked Alexi Ramirez bat that he was so graciously donated to us, and he goes, "Hey, did you give away those 2 Carson Fulmer balls?" And I go, "Nope, you're stuck with those big guys. I'm not giving those out to anybody." And he goes, "But he's such a nice guy," and I'm like, "Yes, he is. He's an incredibly nice guy." And he could definitely date my daughters, but I don't know if I want him to pitch for us. So.
I think that's where we're going to cut it on this one, because I'm all out of them. And
I had Dave Dunny too, but my only notes were it just seems like a solid dude. So like he looks just sweet.
I mean, and truth be told,
Dunny's a bullpen guy. It's kind of a disappointment.
Well,
right?
no, actually, okay. So I'm going to disagree a little bit there, Treasy, because
he's supposed to be a starter.
Yeah, he's a starter. But if the White Sox are in contention down the stretch and they need an arm, sometimes you flex those starters into, hey, you're going to come up, you're going to fill a spot just for this August, September run here.
Sure, but you usually do that with a guy who is like a flamethrower or who's like a true bullpen arm. Like Dane Dunning becoming a reliever reeks of like middle relief or long man.
Right. No, I don't disagree with you, but I'm thinking more like all hands on deck. So not that he's a real weapon, just that, hey, you would be the sixth best bullpen guy if we brought you up tomorrow. So we're just going to do that because we're trying to win right now. Like
if rosters expanded to like 80 million like they used to, I would be with you on that. But I'm not feeling it. All right, now let's get into some. Well, first we're going to get into positive talk.
Yeah. Woo!
Tell us for the 2020 season, what are you most looking forward to? I'm gonna start with Beef Loaf.
Yeah,
Beefy, give it to me.
Start.
Thank you, baby. So these questions originally came from me and Mrs. Beefloaf having a little sushi dinner on Saturday night.
Nice.
And we're just hanging out, having a little wine and some fish, and she just asked me these questions. So I thought I would spread the questions out to the rest of the group. I don't know. My answer for what I'm looking most forward to might make me a basic bitch, but I can't help it. I know chicks dig the long ball. The Beefloaf also digs the long ball. I'm just looking forward to a team that is going to crush a bunch of fucking home runs because going to Sox Park in the summer, especially when it's warm, especially when it's the Sox are trailing 6-2, and I feel like they can win this because they're going to come back and they're going to get 3 home runs over the next couple innings, and we're going to be ahead 8-6 after this. So that's the thing I'm looking forward to is just being in the ballpark, crushing brews, and lots of home runs and fireworks.
Yep. So I actually read this question, and I had an answer, and it was fucking home runs. Because I'm the Roids guy, right? Like the reason I like the Roids era was like there was just so many home runs, and this is the team that can do it. So I'm gonna pass it though to my Sox Summer so I can come up with something while he's talking.
So I said the thing I'm gonna look forward mostly to is baseball, which is somewhat shocking. It's gonna be a great year, and the lean years will be made up for. Like this year, because we've finally have achieved a team that is at least league average payroll wise, and we'll be. I feel like it's gonna be better. We got new beer. We're gonna have new fans. We got new season ticket holders in the 108. So it's just gonna be a lot of fun watching baseball. So normally my routine was I fuck around until about the 7th inning, and then I start watching baseball. I might start watching baseball in the 5th inning. So just so everybody knows, like, so if you got to talk to me, make sure you get to me before the 5th inning.
So now you're paying attention.
Yeah, because I'm gonna start paying attention about the 5th inning now. Unless it's a big blowout, and then I'm gonna be paying attention to people trying to start the wave, and I'm gonna start yelling at them.
So this is tangential, and this is tangential to both of these actually, because
that's a big word. I'm impressed.
I wrote that down.
The thing that
luckily you're
that I'm going to be excited about is that because we have such a good hitting team, that it's going to always feel like we're in the game, right? So like we'll be extra mad about the wave,
right?
Because even if you're down 5 runs, you're going to be looking at this team going like, this team could score fucking 5 runs,
right?
Like I got no worries about that. Like all of my worries are in 2 areas, which is we'll get into it in a minute, but the hitting is not the worry for me. And so that's the kind of thing where like, yeah, you're down 5 runs in the 8th inning, but you've got Eloy, Abreu, Robert, and Anderson coming up in the inning. And you have to think to yourself, like, yeah, we can easily get 4 guys on base, score these guys. Like you're right back in that game. And that's how it's going to be all year. And I think it's going to change the way that we really watch, because I think sometimes last year, like 6th inning, we're tuned out because that shit's over, and it's like, how many of these Goose Island beers can we drink in 1 inning? Like that's more the goal than watching the game. And this year's going to be different. I can't wait for that. I can't wait to be excited about a team that can come back and actually do some shit in a game.
That's totally true. And I think part of it, too, Treasy, is when the White Sox were good in that stretch, and even the early years when we had season tickets, the White Sox teams were built around hitting a lot of home runs and being exciting on offense from that perspective. And then the lean years, the best parts of the team were outside of Jose Abreu, were pretty much the pitching. Yeah. They had Sale and they had Quintana, and then even in the bullpen they had Dave Robertson and you had Tommy Canely a little bit in there. They had some good bullpen arms. Yeah, our guy. But you didn't have the offense, and so what? And just for someone who's watching a game every day, it's more exciting to get that offense, to have that chance for the offense to put you right back in the game.
It's also way more frustrating when you have good pitching and no offense to see your team give up 1 or 2 runs and not be able to score. Right. That is extremely frustrating.
Yes, absolutely.
So, speaking of frustrating, what are the things that you're least looking forward to in this season?
Oh, man.
And I'll start because I don't want mine to get lost in the shuffle.
You want to get stolen?
Oh, no. It must be a banger.
So mine is on the hitting side is injuries. There's a serious lack of depth on the positional player front, right?
That's true.
So I think Father Zoe reached out to all of us to write a little blurb.
Yep.
And so mine was on Eloy.
Yeah.
And one of the things I mentioned,
it's really funny. Too.
They haven't done it yet, so I'm not gonna delve into too much.
I think they actually do it tomorrow.
So, but the one thing that I noticed in there was that when I was writing it was if Eloy gets hurt, it's bad. Or if let's think about the older guys, right? If Abreu gets hurt, right? Encarnacion moves over to first base, which is going to be rough in itself. But then you're backing that up. What are you doing? You're bringing up Zach Collins, and you got to get a bunch of Zach Collins at bats.
Zito. Truth be told, Zach Collins is the only bat that I trust in AAA right now. I think Zach Collins could probably give you 100 OPS plus against right-hand pitch.
Here's a guy
who knows who we are.
Here's a guy you know is going to get hurt. Yoel Moncada. He's not going to play 160 games.
There's no backup.
You got Lurie or Mendick is playing third base in that scenario. Right. That's the OBP and slugging drop when you put one of those guys in is massive. It's unbelievable. And the fact that there's
Jackson fucking situation.
And you can cure this fairly easily.
Is it Evelyn?
There's Brian Dozier still out there. You can pick him up and just be, or even picking up a Brad Miller or picking up.
Oh, Brad Miller got picked up today.
Oh, did you?
Someone was trolling me. People were trolling me on Twitter. It's your guy got picked up. God damn it!
Did Tim Beckham get picked up yet?
Tim Beckham's still out there, so that would be a guy.
You can go grab. At least he's gonna give you some pop. He's not a great hitter, but he can play the field well and he can give you some pop. Those guys are out there. We're choosing not to go get them. We want Lurie to play every goddamn position and have a 650 OPS.
They want to get their money's worth, apparently, out of Lurie.
But yeah, so that's what I'm least looking forward to, any of these guys getting injured.
I feel that because we're at every game, and it's it'll be a slog, because everyone else will tune out. If we have a couple major injuries, all the other people are going to tune out. Only the diehards are going to stick with it, and that is a real fucking concern for all of us, especially Moncada. You bring up Moncada is really the worst result there. But I think they're probably going to end up if Eloy got hurt, it's not good. But maybe Nicky Delmonico can still hit a little bit, and he can sub him for a month. I'm not that scared of that.
Nicky on the hot corner,
but the left side,
no, not for Eloy.
Yeah. Okay, that's
the left side of the.
I was I don't want Nicky playing third. You guys are fucking crazy.
The left side of the infield, though, is where all the risk is. If Tim or Moncada get hurt, you got nothing. It's zero.
Yeah,
right.
Especially if Tim gets hurt and you give it to Lurie instead of Mendick, because if you give it to Mendick, at least the defense is probably still about the same.
Yeah, it should be okay.
Right. If you give it to Lurie, you've got worse hitting and worse defense.
Yes.
Exactly what you always want.
Right. That's what Joey's shooting for.
Did Yomer sign a contract yet? Like, I mean, is he legit?
He did sign a contract with the Giants.
So he will be with the Giants next year?
He's got a minor league deal.
I don't know if he has an opt-out.
He's got an invite to.
I don't know if he has an opt-out if he doesn't make the big league club. I don't know.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, the Sox have never been confident putting him at shortstop. So that's not really even an option.
Yeah.
My Sox summer, what are you least looking forward to?
Okay, so you guys went more like baseball-y. I went through.
I haven't gone yet.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, I thought you. I'm sorry. I thought you totally said something.
Your comprehension is still fantastic.
Stab you.
You can't even see me. You can't even see me. I'm hiding behind this microphone.
Treasy said, "I'm going to start this," and he's the only one who
thought you said something right.
I'm talking about his topic.
All right, my bad. I've been drinking a lot of beers. My least excited thing, I'm least excited for, the armchair GMs and the managers. It was easy, and it was kind of easy to brush off people when we sucked. Like when they were like, "They should do this, they should do that," or most of the comments would be like, "This team fucking sucks," and you're like, "Yeah, they fucking suck, great." But now, what I've been seeing, now that we have like a chance to compete and we've made some moves, you got these guys going, "No, that's a horrible move. Oh, you can't do that move. We can't see this. Oh, just stop talking about Puig. We shouldn't talk about Puig." Or was another thing I was like, "Oh, don't fucking trade James McCann. Holy shit, we got to have an all-star backup catcher." You know, it's like all these things. Like it's just like I'm like my head is going crazy reading everything on Facebook. Because there was an account that had or it was a page that literally had died, and now it is like back into the like.
My Sox summer. Are you still smoking?
No, I'm not.
So you gave up smoking and you kept Facebook.
Yeah.
Treasy,
Well, no.
About that?
I quit the one.
Decision.
I quit the one Facebook group, but this other group was like this.
You see what happened?
There was a worse Facebook group that
No.
came back.
No. The other one's worse. But this one has just had a resurgence because they're good again. So now everyone's got a chance because like the true fans are coming out of the fucking woodwork, and it is just a little fucking annoying. And that will be the most annoying thing because God forbid this team comes out and stumbles a little bit and doesn't like start crushing right away. People are gonna be like, "Oh, what the fuck? We should have spent more money. We should have done this. We should have had this. We should have done that." And like that's the one thing that I'm not looking forward to is, and then also, I mean, and it kind of couples with this, is all the people that are going to start coming back to the stadium and say, "Oh, I've been there since the fucking beginning." And it's like, yo, I didn't see your ass on Tuesday in April, you know, when we were all freezing balls, you know, and like, you weren't there. You know, and don't come and tell me that you were there and you were into it.
Trying to show the street
with it. So that's the
thing.
Which
is fine.
I'm fine if you left. I'm fine if you left and you came back.
You can come back.
That's fine.
Yes.
I got no problem with that.
But
don't tell me you were at Martyrs to see Nirvana.
That's
right. Exactly. Don't say, "Oh, dude, this has been a real fun team to watch." You know, grow into what they've been. No, fuck you.
No,
you did not like that because you were not standing with me and Loaf. And I think Treasy was there too, listening to the fart fucking glove when the guy's throwing in the bullpen and Daniel Parker's throwing his balls, and there's like 6 fucking people in the entire stadium.
I had to fight off those Tigers fans to make sure I got the ball. And I gave it to a kid. But
right. And but I mean, it's just like, come on. Like that's one thing I'm not looking forward to, which I'm sure is going to happen. But I'm gonna, as long as you're cool about it, it's exactly what you said. Come on back, but don't say that you've been there. Like,
right? Yeah.
That's all I ask.
I got no problem with people who said like, "Man, I can't watch this shit. I'm not going to watch this shit."
I can't support Jerry not supporting the team.
Yeah, I get it.
He's ripping off the fans.
You know what? I don't have a problem with that. But you come back.
Yeah.
You can't act like you were there the whole time.
No.
You just can't do it.
No.
That's because that's bullshit.
It's 100% bullshit.
My side summer, the problem you outlined here is probably going to be 10 to 20 times worse than you're even thinking it is right now because...
And mostly on the weekends.
Everything will be micromanaged on Twitter. Every lineup, every bullpen change. Like, so we only had like the diehards in there like complaining about shit or whatever.
Right.
Like if the White Sox start off like 7-11, our guys at Sox in the Basement, they're going to be calling for Ricky Renteria to be fired, even if it's total luck and it has nothing to do with anything he actually did.
Right.
They're going to be calling for him to be fired. Like, there are going to be blogs, there are going to be podcasts, there are going to be people talking about, what's wrong with the White Sox if they start off, 18-21 and they're below 500. 100%. And even though it could just be random fucking luck, this is definitely going to happen. And people will be coming up to us in the stadiums like, we got to do something about this Yasmani Grandal, man. He hasn't hit for the first 20 games of the season. It's like, well, what the fuck, man?
Well,
give it a little
shut
time.
The fuck up.
Exactly.
We sat through a lot of shit crutchers, okay?
Right. Yeah, we're gonna give him a little time to
just
get his
let him get his bearings, okay?
Exactly.
What's gonna be great is when Grandal has like a 230 batting average, but has like a 340 on base percentage, and everyone's calling for his head.
Yes.
That's
gonna happen.
That is peak bad fan right there. That's
all of what my Sox Summer said is going to happen, and we're going to hate it. I know it already. Like at least your situation, Treasy, is potentially avoidable. My Sox Summer situation is happening. Like it's inevitable. It's already happening. We're heading right towards it.
We were at Sox Prom, and I don't want to call them out, but the brothers, and you know the two brothers I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
They just show up.
Yep.
And we're like, where the fuck have you been? Like, this is the third one. You haven't been in it. Wow, we've been traveling. We're like, right. I think it's because they got good. And you're like, fuck, we should go on one of these now.
We're going to show up.
God, I hope they're listening. All right, Loaf, what's up?
All right. The thing, I'm looking in a different direction than you guys, clearly on this. So last season, we lost a member of the 108 crew to a different city. He was an unsung hero in our crew. And the guy I'm talking about is Moneymaker 39. That's our beer guy. All right?
He's coming back, though.
You just don't... Yeah, but not coming back
full time
for us. You just don't get great service like that. You know? So, in my opinion, as the crowds are growing, more people are going to be at the ballpark. And the 108ers are going to start the year underserved by beer vendors. Now, sometimes we get the situation where everyone's hovering and they're fighting over us.
That's true.
But on a random Tuesday night, when My Sox Summer and I are just sitting there, maybe Wally Money, and we desperately need a beer.
After we've already had our one beer that we got from the Goose, like when we walked down.
Yeah. We got no man out there.
Yeah, and now it's going to be even worse because with the new bag policy that they're implementing, where you can have like a multi-compartment bag, like how the fuck is Wally Money going to get any drinks in? So he's going to be drinking beer with us.
Well, it's prison wallet.
I mean, maybe.
It's
maybe.
loose.
I don't.
Sure.
Yeah. The rumor
shovels it in. You know?
I didn't know you like dark rum. This ain't dark rum.
Yeah, he only likes clear alcohol.
It's the tube that's dark now.
Now,
fellas, we got to start the courting process almost immediately. I mean, I almost thought we need to put a block out there.
No.
They need to
That's
court
bullshit.
us.
Okay, here's the deal, and this is, God damn it, have a drink. Beef Loaf. Here's the problem. We spend a good amount of money
for sure
on beers, right?
It's a boon to anyone who would get us.
With the addition that we found out today of Sam Mendelson now being
in the
40-game ticket.
Oh shit!
I'm excited. He DM'd me the other day and said he was working on it. I was like, oh baby, let's have this happen.
There's gonna be so much money thrown around, and the acquisition of Aloha Mr. Hand, who is now in row 14.
Yeah,
15,
that's right.
Whatever.
He's right in there with us.
There's so much money that's gonna be thrown at these guys. I don't believe that Moneymaker left the job and did not tell people, listen, you should go over here and hit this shit. Right? Like, they're always good for it. Like, they will definitely buy one. They'll have 6 stacked up in front of them, or at least that one guy, Treasy, will. And
ready for extras.
Just put the extras down there. They will take them, just in case, you know? I'm not trying to fucking court somebody to spend my money. Like, I will be the guy, I will go do the stairs because maybe I need the steps, you know? And I will go up and go get the new golden ale from Goose Island and bring them down to us.
I mean, I hear this.
We need to do it.
I hear the going up to the Goose Island thing, and I love drinking Goose beer.
Especially paper land.
The problem is, yes, there's going to be a lot more people there this year. Yeah. And you're underestimating it. They already sold more tickets. And the winter meetings weren't even fucking done yet. They sold more tickets than last year. There's going to be so many more people at the ballpark.
Okay. So like we're gonna like the people that have been there for forever, right? And people that have been there been there through the thick and the thin. Those vendors up top, they're not gonna forget us. Do we tip?
I don't know. I don't know if they will or not. We do tip. We do tip well. But the problem is they're gonna sell to who they sell to. I don't think we got
Right,
a guy.
it's a line. It's not like you can jump the line. I think.
I don't know.
if
Pearl
anything,
Jam, I got some posters.
Well,
pretty
yeah,
quick.
that's
Oh,
true.
Allegedly.
I mean, I think what we need to do is we need to find someone who works like the tables in the Goose, who's willing to just hand a couple over the river.
side.
Hand it over the river.
That seems like that would probably get us arrested. But
Not risk. That could get them fired.
Get them
but it's worth the risk, I think.
We'll just have to talk. Maybe we talk to our boy Brooks Boyer and see if we can get that just like.
So we get that lined up. If we get a server from the Goose to just take care of us.
Now
I can't wait till he tells us, go fuck yourself.
I'm not sure if I mentioned this
pound sand.
in the last podcast, but they had that huge, big, fake can that they were using to promote the Goose Island beer, the new Golden Ale.
Yeah.
And I was talking with Mr. Han, and I was like, we got to figure out how many ounces this actual can would hold, and we'll try to drink that amount of ounces during the year. So maybe we can tie that in and get us some free beers.
Oh, I thought during a game.
I'm down.
Oh, God, no. This thing was huge, dude. It's like 8 foot by like 3 or 4 foot.
So we got to make sure Biggins and
It was
Slump Buster show
big.
up
So
to do it, right?
So
It made me feel not
what's
fat,
that, like,
so it's it's big.
50 ounces?
It's like at least 14 beers.
But no, I get you. That is going to be a rough one.
All right.
Good conversation.
So,
Fuck you, my sex son.
Beef Loaf,
You don't believe in me.
No, I do believe in you.
I think you want to
court people.
I think you want to run through some more predictions for me and my sex summer.
I do. So
if I got that right.
I can't tell if anyone liked this last time, but I don't care. We're going to try it again. So
What do you mean?
we're going to do the projection game, which is going to be multiple choice. I'm going to switch back and forth from my sex summer to Teresa E. And they're going to do players, and I'm going to give them multiple choice
Ooh, we're going to
questions.
do players.
Oh, well, you're going to see you get not all players. You get to do some other people, too.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
Allegedly.
All right.
I'm actually going to start this time with Teresa E. So your first player is Dallas Keuchel.
All right. 80 grade beard.
Will Dallas Keuchel be A, old prospector from the SNL skit Gus Chiggins, played by the venerable Will Ferrell? B, 670 The Score producer and meat man extraordinaire Shane Reardon? Or C, Sunshine Parker, who played the character Emmett in the 1989 feature film Roadhouse, starring Patrick Swayze?
Oh, man.
That's the man who Dalton rented his apartment from.
Yeah.
Well, it was actually a barn, but still.
So as much as I like Emmett, I gotta go Gus Chiggins because it's one of the stupidest skits of all time, but I love it so much that I'm gonna go Gus Chiggins and say that like every team needs an old prospector, and Dallas Keuchel will be ours.
We fucking got one. Exactly right. All right, my sock summer. You are up.
All right.
Your first one is Eloy Jimenez. Will he be A, 2006 Adam Dunn, 41 homers, 96 RBIs, 800 OPS. In fact, the worst OPS season for a 40 home run hitter. 222 strikeouts, by the way. B, 1999 Manny Ramirez, 333, 44 home runs, 165 RBIs. Or C, 1994 Benjamin Bratt as Paco Aguilar in the feature film Blood In, Blood Out, Bound by Honor.
So who does he shoot in the leg?
I'm going to go with B, Manny Ramirez, because, I'm going to go with B. But also, and partially because Eloy does not have any hair that will fall out due to the amounts of estrogen he'll be taking. So he'll probably be fine. Plus, I also like Manny Ramirez. I went to an Angels Red Sox game one time, and I bought a Dodgers Manny Ramirez jersey because I was like, I will piss off everybody at the stadium with this shirt. So yes, I'm gonna go with Manny.
Was it the Manny Wood Dodgers jersey?
No. It was just I like the number 99. So
Yeah.
he was number 99. So I like this
That's
Ramirez
a
99.
great
and
call,
it just
actually.
said Dodgers on the front.
And that was Manny
Good loss.
Ramirez before the braids. So he was short hair Manny when he was in Cleveland. So
Yes.
he that would fit perfectly with Eloy because Eloy's a short hair guy too.
Yep, I'm gonna take him.
All right, excellent.
I'm just glad that Gio Gonzalez ain't getting shot in the leg. That's
The Teresi, your next
Poor
one
Gio.
is Ricky Renteria.
oh yeah.
Will he be A, Edward James Olmos as Jaime Escalante from the 1988 feature film Stand and Deliver?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Will he be B, Luis Guzman as Radimus Lopez from the 2005 feature film Waiting. Ooh, it's so veiny.
I was hoping.
Or C.
I was hoping you were going Boogie Nights. I was hoping you were going Boogie Nights.
Oh man, he's so
That would have been my
He was
pick.
a little more clutch in Waiting, in my opinion.
Nah.
He was like the old. He was the old hand, and
I
sort of
know.
like the manager
Listen, Jack,
thing.
I'm ready. I'm ready to do this.
I know,
can do
yeah,
this.
that's-
Let me do this.
He's too good in Boogie Nights for me to use him here. Or
I
C.
got this club. That's my thing.
I am the perfect Latin lover.
I don't even remember who the first one was at this point.
Or C. Trinidad Silva as Frog from the 1988 feature film Colors.
All right. So
It's 6 videotapes. So
if you would have went Boogie Nights in the middle there,
You would have gone
I
Luis
would have
Guzman.
went Luis
Okay.
Guzman.
Yep.
And I also think Ricky is just not quite smart enough to be Jaime Escalante.
Okay. All right.
But I think he's tough enough and street smart enough
Yeah.
to beat Frog.
I think
Frog,
so too.
Frog was able to keep the peace in some wild shit.
It's true.
And so get Yasiel Puig and watch Ricky keep the peace in the dugout
Love it. I love this.
as they tear up the whole fucking neighborhood. Frog. I'm going Frog.
Absolutely love it. C. Trinidad Silva's Frog. My Sox Summer.
Man, that guy looks so much like our dad.
Oh
in
my
that
goodness.
movie.
It's so funny. Like, we would always make that comparison that character looked like our dad. And then I'm with Bonilla Stakey one night. We're having a sleepover in the front room like we do some Friday nights, you
Yeah.
know. And I'm like, well, let's watch this movie Colors. And it starts
It's like
coming
that you're
on.
watching Colors
Oh my
with like your 9-year-old daughter.
Dude, my daughter, she's streetwise, all right? So anyway, I'm like, watch this. I'm like, this one of the guys who's a gang leader, he looks like Papa. He looks like your grandfather. And she's watching, she's like, that's him, right? Like, she knew who the guy was immediately. He's like, yeah, that looks like Papa right there. What? I don't like you guys casting stones here, all right? I will administer what can be watched. You
I don't know. I don't know where like.
I got no problem with it. I was just surprised for the conversation to go that route. like when we're talking Colors,
Yeah.
and you know,
when I was watching
yeah,
this with my 9-year-old,
Don-
as we're having a
Don
sleepover in the front room.
shooting people up,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh yeah, let's watch it with my kid.
Now, we didn't make it through the whole movie, so we didn't get to the part where they thought it was Rocket. The guy was fucking, and then they shot him anyway.
Oh,
we didn't get to that
okay.
part, so, it wouldn't have
You
been
kept it
suitable.
classy.
Yeah, we kept it classy.
It's suitable. So you
All
switch
right.
over to Friday the 13th Part 8 or what?
Oh, she loves all that
I
stuff,
know.
too.
That stuff's fun.
My Sox Summer, your next player
Yeah.
is Reynaldo Lopez.
Oh, I like that
Okay.
guy.
So will Reynaldo Lopez be A, 1986/1987 Jose De Leon, who was a White Sox pitcher,
Mm-hmm.
well above league average, good pitcher. Unfortunately, traded Bobby Bonilla for him. B, 2015 Jeff Samardzija, the captains of attitude, terribleness White Sox trade. Or C, George Brett at the Bellagio after eating too much seafood. Because remember, Reynaldo Lopez had a poopy pants incident last season that a lot of people forget about.
Oh God, it pains me. It pains me to even like reference the shark again. But I fucking outperform what I think you're gonna do, Raylo. Because right now I think you're gonna have a shit year again.
You think he's a shark?
I think it's gonna be a shark year. But maybe he'll come out and fight somebody right immediately like Jeff Samardzija did. Remember when he came
It
out?
was like
we're all
4 seconds into the season, he was in a
Yeah,
fist
he's
fight.
like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you motherfucker!" You know,
He's ready to kill.
He's like,
I played
gotta-
football at Notre Dame, damn
Right.
it.
Well, it's not just that though. Too. I think he does it. I think he did it to show everybody. He's like, "Yo, I got your back, man.
Yeah,
I got your back."
yeah.
Like all that shit you talked about my hair and my mustache. Like, forget about it. Like, look at me try to fight these guys. So yeah, I don't. Yeah. Fucking shark.
Treasy, your next player,
Hello.
Damn.
Your last
yeah,
player,
more.
is Edwin Encarnacion.
Nice.
Will he be A, 2014 Paul Konerko, who OPS'd 572? Oof. B, 2006 Frank Thomas, who finished 4th in MVP voting with the Oakland A's after he left, remember?
Stud.
Or C, Dennis Haysbert playing Pedro Serrano from the 1989 feature film Major League.
Absolutely. After watching last year's playoffs, absolutely Dennis Haysbert. Like, if
Curveball he cannot hit.
if anyone throws this guy meat, it's going to be 7,000. It's going to be on the fucking Dan Ryan, right?
Yeah.
But if anyone throws him a curveball, he's going to go back to the dugout and sit down.
It's over. He's toast.
I don't see it any other way. I think he's going to mash, but like, it's, you know, it's going to be like, remember when that article came out about Alfonso Soriano? But this is like, so this is early in the days of like sabermetrics being widely available to people and people like really digging into statistics. And Alfonso Soriano was a bum killer. Like, but
Yes.
no one really realized it because no one like went game by game and saw what this guy did. And then they're like, if it's a 4 or 5 pitcher, Alfonso Soriano is having a fucking day.
He crushes. Yeah.
If it's a top tier pitcher, like he's very average. Like it's just like he's the replacement level player against them. But if you give him a shitty pitcher, he's knocking the shit out of the ball.
He smashes.
And
yeah,
so-
those guys
so,
are
like,
valuable, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I feel like Encarnacion will likely be that guy for the Sox. And he will absolutely not play if we in a series against the National League teams.
He's got me a little bit of the Yonder Alonso scaries right now. I don't know why he should still hit for power.
I'm not that worried about
You know, but I got a little bit of like the that worry in me. I don't know why. I mean, like I love Edwin Encarnacion. I love E5. I've loved E5 since he was terrible playing third base. Like, but right now I'm just a little nervous. It would make me feel better if like the first week he hit a couple bombs. Like to ease my stomach a little bit.
For all the shit
Well,
you're talking,
well,
that Yonder Alonso was a timely hitter. That's all I have to say.
They're playing the Royals, so it's going to be all 4 and 5 pitchers. So you're good.
Absolutely. All right, so let's close this out. My Sox Summer is going to go last. And my Sox Summer, you have Don Cooper.
Okay, love the guy. Yep.
Will Don Cooper be A, Gene Hackman as Royal Tenenbaum in the 2001 feature film, The Royal Tenenbaums?
I never saw it. Shouldn't say it.
B, you've never seen it?
No, I've never seen that movie yet.
You should see it just for that character.
I just imagined
I mean, what's
when Steverson got
That
when
chick?
Steverson got fired, Cooper just going, "See you later, Coltrane."
Gwyneth Paltrow's in that
I
movie,
wasn't
right?
trying to set that up, but that's so funny. That's ridiculous. B, yes, Gwyneth Paltrow.
She just smokes the whole time.
She does.
She's like smoking tons of cigarettes. Yeah, I guess I have seen part of it.
B, Obi-Wan Kenobi, played by various actors
Okay.
throughout the Star Wars
That's a
series.
good one. One was a guy named Ben, right? No?
Or C, Pizza the Hut from the 1987 feature film Spaceballs.
No, I like Don Cooper too much. I'm going with B. I mean, yeah.
He's
Obi-Wan
Obi-Wan.
Kenobi.
He's Obi-Wan.
Yeah. He's gonna
Old Ben Kenobi. He's so good at hiding his. Like, this might be like one of the worst.
Who was
like-
the old
like-
guy that played it in the '77, the original?
Alec Guinness.
Okay,
Who's
Alec-
like a-
I
yeah.
know
award-winning
Tracy
actor.
would know all the actors. I didn't want to list all the actors because I thought it's too redundant, but you know the character.
But what I love about that,
The other one's Evan Stone, right?
the whole Ben.
Stone, yeah, right.
I mean, you were McGregor.
Just
You
wait
know, whatever.
till we do this one last time. I'll do porn stars.
I think Evan
Wasn't
Stone.
Ewan
Evan
McGregor-
Stone might play him in something.
Wasn't he Obi-Wan?
It might not be
Ewan
Star
McGregor
Wars.
was.
Yeah,
and
that's-
will be in this.
that was my joke.
But like,
Star Wars. He played.
Yeah.
they're so
He's got good flow. Evan Stone.
He
they're
does.
so bad at hiding Luke that like they let Luke keep his father's last name. Like they're still calling this motherfucker Skywalker, and Obi-Wan Kenobi just goes, "I'm now Ben Kenobi." Fooling everything. Like if fugitives from
Hide
the
in
law
plain sight.
did this shit, like you would laugh at them when they got caught 40 seconds after they were out there. All right. It's time to pay some bills.
So hey guys, this Friday, what day is it? Valentine's Day. And you know what Punky's Pizza and Pasta does? They make a nice heart-shaped pizza. And that motherfucker is back this Friday. So give them a call to order up one of those motherfuckers at 312-842-2100. But now, your regularly scheduled ad read. Opening day is coming up quickly, and what's the best way to celebrate? An opening party featuring Punky's Pizza and Pasta. Catering is available, and they do an incredible job. The Loaf House is filled with punks every opening day. They'll get trays of the breaded steak and chicken parm sandwiches that are just the right size to eat quickly. Everyone loves them. But they also get some pizza, and who can enjoy his pizza without some fries? Not loaf and chorizo. All the food is guaranteed to prevent an empty stomach and hangovers. You can get a tray of any sandwich or wrap that they make. Take the work out of making your food for your friends and family and enjoy your own goddamn party for once. Give them a test drive before opening day so you can make sure you get your favorites. Check their website, punkyspizza.com, for prices and give them a call today. Punky's Pizza and Pasta, 312-842-2100. Remember, delivery is available. Go Punkies! You guys get that heart-shaped pizza.
You guys ever do a heart-shaped pizza?
No, but I think we're doing one on Friday because I have 2 small girls that would probably be tickled pink about that.
So I think you should do one for the kids.
Oh no!
Yeah, and then one for you and Mama Summer. And I think you try just cut it right in half, like or like zigzag it, like the pendant they used to like you put together, like the best friends one. And each of you eat a whole fucking half of pizza.
Listen,
that'd be legit.
Don't have me. And don't challenge me to eating half a pizza because I will.
I just fucking challenged you.
Yeah, I will. I'll eat that entire fucking. I could probably eat that whole pizza if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Especially if it was like 12 o'clock on a day when I'm still trying to do my intermittent fasting, and I'm like, fuck, like
it's noon time to eat.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute, is it noon yet? But the funny thing is, and I've noticed this recently, and I don't mean to detract from the fun thing that's coming next, but I fucking will have a second coffee about 11 o'clock, right? And when I'm drinking that second coffee, all of a sudden I'm not as hungry anymore, and then next thing you know, it's fucking 12:45, and then I'm like, oh fuck, I can eat, and so I just start going crazy. I'm eating the shit out of everything in the house.
I'm easy on my 4th or 5th cup of coffee by 11 a.m.
Me too. I mean, caffeine is the key to not having to eat.
Those 30-ounce bottles or something.
I'm on my 3rd cookie too. And I ain't talking about like a Chip Ahoy, and I'm talking like
no Dunkaroos over here, sir.
I went to goddamn Potbellies and bought 4 gigantic cookies.
I mean,
those things are so good.
Not to revisit what we were talking about earlier, but you're also not talking about a hooky gookie cookie, are you?
No frosting. No frost. Speaking of condiments, we're about to do, and I'm fucking disgusted by this. We're doing a condiments draft. The best condiments you could come up with. And I fucking hate condiments for the most part.
But there's so many condiments.
There's some fine ones. Like mayonnaise and mustard, I don't even like them on my table.
God, mayo's so good too.
That's not a big mayo guy. I'll tolerate mayo.
What about I'm
not going mayo first.
Aiolis are just fancy fucking mayo. I don't want that either.
Well, so okay. First off, I want to like do the definition of what a condiment is.
Yeah, go for it.
And what the condiment is, and like I was discussing this with my wife before I came over here tonight, and she's like, so she goes, what are you guys talking about on the podcast tonight? And I go, well, we got a condiment draft. And she goes, ooh, that's interesting. She's like, what are you going to pick? You fucking hate condiments. And I was like, listen, there's a really long list of things that are considered condiments, and it's like insanely big. And she's like, no. And I start listing off things, and I don't tell her when I'm picking, but she's like, that's not a condiment. That's not a condiment. And then she goes, hey, Alexa, what's the definition for a condiment? And Alexa goes, a condiment is something that is usually added to food after it's been prepared and enhances the flavor of the food. So, it could be anything that enhances the flavor of the food after it's been cooked. So, it doesn't necessarily have to just be the 4 things that everyone's fucking thinking of.
Right.
Like, my wife was giving me shit about a certain vegetable that you might chop up and throw on something. And I go, what's the difference between that and relish? And she's like,
nothing.
You're right. And I was like, nothing. I go, thank you. And I threw down my microphone, and then I walked out of the house.
So, because you are the condiment master, you are going to go first. Lead it off.
I'm prepared.
Give me that best fucking
condiment. I'm prepared
condiment.
well enough that I know, and I don't give a fuck if I get shit for this, because everyone knows that this is true. The best and the number one motherfucking condiment ever with a bullet is pico de gallo.
Ooh, I had
Excellent choice.
You cannot fucking beat it. Because it's fucking delicious on eggs. It's delicious on burritos. It's delicious on tacos. It's delicious on a fucking goddamn chip.
Yeah.
Like, it is the best, most versatile fucking thing. You can have hot. You can have mild. You can have no flavor at all. It is just the best. And it encompasses. It's like a vegetable. It counts in the fucking little pyramid thing that you're supposed to learn. And yeah,
it's got some heat to it. I mean, it's good.
I love it.
Really
It's literally my favorite fucking thing to buy. And I like to make it too, but it's so cheap to buy. You might as well fucking buy it. Fresh Pico de Gallo is the best.
Excellent choice.
Number one with a
that was a great choice.
Start.
Beef, what do you got, man?
I'm going to go with a condiment that, to me, is very Chicago. If you come to Chicago, you know that this is a thing, and I think a lot of other places, they don't have this. Now, I took a little heat for saying that I like the mild version of this, not the hot version of this as much. I do like the hot version, but I like the mild better.
Yep.
I'm going to go with Jardinera as my number one pick in the condiments draft. It goes on almost everything.
Pretty much.
Not quite as versatile as Pico de Gallo, but it's close. Close.
I threw some on some vegetarian chili I made the other day. It fucking gives you the heat. It gives you a little bit of, like, a little bit more flavor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was my number 2, actually. So, yeah, mild Jardinera.
All right, man. So I'm gonna stick in the beef realm.
Oh, I like it.
Right.
And I'm gonna say, like, because like I said, I don't like a lot of condiments, but you could pour this on anything, and I'm in. And that's au jus.
Oh, baby.
that's
Teresa, I remember in the old days, we could go to stands over there in Archer and
Hey, man,
Lock.
I mean, you take a beef and you pour some au jus on it.
I know.
Teresa, you
All
could
good.
go to the stands over there in Archer and Lock in the old days, and the people who live in Bridgeport know this, and you go there, you get gravy bread, and it was a piece of bread with au jus.
That's
fucking
it.
au jus
That's
on
it,
there.
yeah.
That's it.
So
You got the turnaround.
my turnaround. So I'm gonna go with the my man Elf. I'm gonna go with his favorite condiment.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with maple syrup. And you know, I'll be honest. Much like him, I'll put a little maple syrup in my coffee every once in a while.
Now,
Not actual maple syrup, but booze. but I'm putting maple syrup, and I'm specifying maple.
yes.
Like, cause if you've probably had syrup. Everyone who's listening has had syrup,
Right.
but you might not have had maple syrup, and there's a difference.
Oh, for sure.
It's like mainlining sugar. It's fantastic. I fucking love maple syrup, so I'm gonna put maple syrup there. And people could tell me that's not a condiment, but if I'm I'll go with this. I will say that every condiment that I'm gonna put here, I would eat on a hot dog. I'll eat a fucking maple syrup hot dog.
Now, you hit the nail on the head right there, because with maple syrup, and I totally agree with you, it's a great pick, you're dipping the sausage in there.
Mm-hmm.
You're dipping the bacon in there. Like, all the meat,
Yes.
the ham, everything is going in there. Like, whatever's on your plate, the other ham products, they're getting in the maple syrup. They're
can
part
go
of the
sweet
party.
and savory.
That's
It goes
right.
Sweet and savory.
That's right. It's
and it
going
goes
over
just
all of
straight
that.
sweet too.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, that's a great pick. I mean, you're going to get some heat for au jus, even though I could drink au jus.
Yeah.
But the maple syrup one, to me, that's a top 3 pick. For
I
sure.
don't care if I get shit in this draft because if you like condiments, you know, I don't care. I'm uninterested in what you have to say about food. Eat the fucking food that's been dealt to you. You don't need if you need to put something on it, it wasn't good food.
That's right. That's right. It's just got the flavor.
Raw dog it, baby. You got to raw dog it. All right, Beef Loaf, you're up next.
All right, so I'm glad I've got my 1 and 2 on my list. So I'm going to go with the condiment that came from the back and is now the number 1 condiment in the United States overall.
Oh, bullshit.
And it's made in a lot of different ways. And that is salsa.
Ooh.
Okay? So my second one, Pico de Gallo, which is a cousin of salsa. But salsa is a little more tomato-based and a little more like kind of saucy.
Thinner.
Whatever. It's thinner.
It's
It's a different texture, basically. But salsa goes on everything, and it's made lots of different ways, and it's wonderful, and it's something that you kind of always want to have around. And it used to just be an accompaniment to tacos or Mexican food, but now it's not. Now it's on everything. Now you're going to go with it on every single thing. So salsa's easy number 2 pick for me.
I feel like salsa's like Pico de Gallo with training wheels. Like people would get that more because you can get it on the jar.
More easily accessible.
You can get it on a jar on a shelf, right?
Yeah.
Well,
right.
so
like if you get the pico though, like once you hit that pico, you're like,
that's the shit.
So
that's
it-
fresh.
That's why it's the number one pick.
Yeah, that's
and this
good.
is the 5th pick.
I will say though that like the one of the main differences is, and this is just my experience of the two, is that you can make way fucking hotter salsa. Like in pico de gallo,
That's
like,
true.
You can't leave.
I mean, you could
like a
put
big,
a habanero
you
in there,
can't leave a
right.
big chunk of habanero.
You don't
They're
really
gonna
wanna
rip
do
someone's
that,
face
though.
off. Yeah, they're not gonna
You
eat
can't
that.
put ghost peppers in.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you can hide it in a salsa, you know?
Because they make over their Cermak with the jalapenos, and if they put all the fucking seeds in there with the jalapeno,
Oh, yeah.
that shit burns the shit out of your mouth.
Right.
So much so that they had to start putting mild on some of them, so you know
It's like
you're not
eating.
gonna die.
It's like eating 40 frozen pizzas. In a
But
minute.
like, I mean, as the one of the resident fat guys in this room, like I would be sitting there, my mouth would be burning. I'm like, but it's so goddamn delicious. I
You gotta keep going. You can't stop.
It's like you have to eat till it's all gone. So hey, when you did your syrup,
Yeah.
did you do the Simpsons joke about the syrup?
No, I did not.
Oh, do you remember?
Lay it on me. Lay it on me.
Remember when Lisa was went vegetarian, and like she's not talking to Homer because Homer's like had a pig roast or was gonna have a pig roast, and Lisa's like all vegetarian, and Homer goes, Bart, will you please ask your sister to pass me to the syrup? And she goes, hey, okay, Lisa, and Lisa goes, Bart asked Dad if he's going to put that on any meat products, and Homer goes, hey, you gonna be dunking in your sausages in that syrup there, homeboy? And he goes, Bart, just tell Lisa I want to drink my glass of syrup every morning like I do anyway. I'm taking a piss for 17 minutes, and I'm like, we got to make sure we get that in. All right, so it's me, and I got the turnaround, right? Is that right?
Turn it around.
All right. So, I mean, I would be remiss if I did not pick this now. I know there are people probably looking at me, like, through their phones, like, why the fuck hasn't anybody picked this yet? Buttermilk ranch dressing, baby.
Oh,
Because
ranch.
This is why, and the reason that I'm going to pick this, I mean, there's several reasons, but it's very versatile, right? You can put it on wings. Some people put it on pizza. Some people actually use it for what it's intended to and put it on a salad. I don't know those people, but I like it on my fries because I'm not a big ketchup guy. So I definitely like to dunk my fries in the buttermilk ranch. And it's got to be buttermilk ranch. It can't be just regular ranch or it's like too vinegary or whatever.
So Cornsey is a huge ranch
God, I love
fan.
ranch.
So like I will like
Ken Steakhouse ranch.
I'll order something at a restaurant. Like let's say I get wings, right? I'm not dunking my wings in fucking anything, right? You give me my buffalo
eat those
wings.
fucking naked.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean like buffalo wings or
Well,
barbecue.
yeah,
wings.
there's sauce
like there's
on there, but
sauce on there.
You don't put any ranch on
No,
them?
fuck that.
Oh.
I don't need it. I don't need anything extra, man. Give me what you made me. I don't need to fucking put some shit you bought off the shelf on top of your food.
You
Jardinere,
take all
you
your
know.
stuff neat.
Yeah.
You go neat.
I don't
You
want
won't
ice.
eat Jardinere at all?
I don't want fucking ice in my drink.
No.
I don't want anything else on my. Well, a Jardinera is different,
Okay.
but like even Jardinera, I'm not a huge fan of because a lot of times places make it too damn oily and they
Yeah.
just fuck up your whole thing. So like
Well, yeah, if you have to put it on like pizza or something.
yeah, like people fuck
that.
you can fuck shit up.
Yeah.
The shit is at the base is what you want. But nevertheless,
Okay.
I'll get some wings or something and she'll be like, yeah, get that ranch with it. Because that ranch is going right over there for her french fries or whatever the fuck she
Oh,
got.
so good, dude. I mean, it's
Soaking up
a
that
hack.
ranch.
Like, I don't remember when I found out about this fat hack. And I just was like, I've been eating, I've been raw dogging my french fries. And then all of a sudden I'm like, you know what? Let's put them fucking in some ranch and see how that goes. And I was like, oh, this is delicious. And that's kind of how I am.
All right, what do you got next?
My turnaround. This is such a hard one, man. This is such a hard one. Because there's one that I want to take, but I don't. I feel like I'll get shit on.
You want to save it for
if
the end?
I do it. Man.
Just gut up
All right.
and do it, man.
All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Do it.
I'm gonna go with nacho cheese, baby.
Ah,
Just nacho cheese.
Yeah.
Now, I think you could use cheese too, like as a separate thing, like Swiss cheese or whatever, like just like the regular
Sure.
cheese as a condiment. But I'm gonna stick with nacho cheese because it is really delicious on tortilla chips. really delicious on fucking pretzels. And it's like a queso sauce, you know, but it's cheap version of it, unless you're at the Sox Park and it's $3 a cup. But the nacho cheese definitely just delicious. You can put it on hot dogs, I've been told.
Allegedly.
I'm gonna go against you on this one because, and I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because there's only 2 times you get nacho cheese. One, when it's fucking insanely disgusting, right? Or 2, when it's okay, but it's $1 million to add to whatever you're getting. It's the most overpriced thing since David Price.
But it's so good, dude. It's so good. I can't express enough. Like, listen, eating a pretzel at the park is great. Eating a pretzel at the park with nacho cheese is fucking, like...
It's better.
Almost orgasmic.
It's fresh.
I mean, really.
Drinksy looks upset right now. He looks solely upset.
Yeah, because he's the one raw dogging a fucking salted... He probably doesn't get salt on his pretzel.
No, I get salt on my pretzel. Get the fuck out of here, man. I gotta keep my blood pressure up.
Salt and pepper is also condiments.
Calling that orgasmic, though, is just
it's
offensive.
So good, dude.
That's offensive to our entire Instagram following.
Listen,
I just feel like right now, Aloha Mr. Hands at home screaming at you saying, queso!
And I was going to go with just regular cheese, but then I'm like, that's fucking lame.
I like that we haven't taken ketchup or mustard, and we're not going to.
That's fucking
All right, Beefloaf, you go ahead.
All right, my number 3 maybe could be considered a food product, but I think by the strict definition, it is still a condiment. It's one of my favorite things to not only eat with other stuff, but to make.
Fries.
And that is guacamole.
Oh, yeah.
So the kids these days, they love their avocado toast. I love avocado too, but I love to mix it into guacamole. And I like to make a homemade version of it. I literally put it on everything. If I make pork chops, if I have steak, whatever, I got a little guacamole in there and decide with it and kind of like mixing into the flavors. I just fucking love it.
There's literally like 1 or 2 things that you could find in the non-ethnic aisles of a grocery store that we picked up.
We're just talking about great flavors. That's all we're talking about.
We are.
We're hitting all the high points, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So guacamole is a thing that I'm not a huge guac fan, but I'll probably eat guac more than a lot of the other things because, like, you could just get a chip full of that, and it's on its own. It's good.
Right.
Like it's a good straight up thing. All right, I got the turnaround.
Yeah.
You do.
All right. Go with some shit for you guys.
I'm just laughing because I'm looking at what's still left on my list, and I know none of you guys have this.
I'm not going to take anything you guys are taking.
Absolutely not. I don't think either one of you are. This is the best track ever.
So I think this
still waiting for Beefloaf to pull out chutneys out of his ass here in a minute.
I don't even know what a chutney is.
I just want to keep saying it because it's the greatest. It's the greatest fucking thing.
This is the thing that's closest to just salt juice. So I'm gonna go with
brine
with soy sauce.
Now,
like I do use soy sauce quite a bit, and like you could take just some plain ass rice and turn it into something delicious with soy sauce.
I agree.
And so I'm gonna go soy sauce with my first pick.
That's a good pick. You know, also you could dice up some chicken and some veggies.
Yeah.
And you just fucking throw some soy sauce on it and you cook it, and you're like, hey.
That's a meal.
It's an Asian bowl.
That's right.
You put it on some rice. It's fucking great.
And again, I would eat this on a hot dog. I would if you put soy sauce on a hot dog, I'd
for sure.
Salt on salt.
Get a little saltiness.
Yeah, I mean my.
Definitely, hot dogs are not salty enough.
That's my.
I've never had a salty hot dog.
That is 1 month's worth of sodium in a single in 4 bites.
You got the nitrates, the salt, and the salt.
And don't bother with that fucking that salt on the pretzel. You know,
I eat the salt on the pretzel, motherfucker. So good. I don't eat the cheese on the pretzel.
You can like sit there and touch it and just like. Yeah.
The cheese on the pretzel is fucking disgusting. You fucking know it. All right. I'm battling between 2 for the last pick, but I did say I'd put anything on a hot dog, so I'm going to stick with something that I would put on a hot dog, and I'm going to go with Magic Shell.
Yes.
Because I would put Magic Shell on anything. I'll put Magic Shell on this microphone and eat it. It's not only is it's delicious, it's good for you.
It's a health food. You're right.
I buy it at Whole Foods.
That's bullshit. Because I looked for it at Whole Foods and it's not there.
Really? They don't have magic
They
shell?
do
there?
not have magic shell.
Obviously, they don't have magic
So
shell.
it's not. First off, hold on. Don't perpetrate this thing that like everything at Whole Foods is fucking healthy because it's.
I'm not
fucking
saying
That's not true.
I'm not saying everything at
It's
Whole Foods
not.
is healthy, but
So it's
Magic
not-
Shell
it
is like
must-
34 cents, and Whole Foods would never sell anything that's
That's true.
under $42.
That's true. What would have
Hold
the
on.
I bought a cucumber.
It's probably not naturally sourced, and probably the people making it are fucking like enslaved labor shop.
I bought a cucumber at
a lot
Whole
of
Foods,
magic because
and
magic shell.
I had to refinance my house to buy a Whole Foods cucumber.
My son summer, they were out of the free range magic shell. They didn't have it. Cage free was not there.
Some
so
fucking
they didn't have
leprechaun
it.
running around with all that magic shell.
People, what do you got?
Fucking Irish.
All right, for my last pick, I mean, it's so simplistic, and it's still on the board, so I got to take it. It's something that you put on basically everything, anything. You can't
Basically everything.
you can
Oh,
you
Jesus.
can cook with it, but you don't have to cook with it. You can put it on toast. You can put it on potatoes. You can put it on broccoli,
Nutella.
butter.
Oh, butter. Oh, butter.
Yeah, it's a good
Butter. I
Butter.
had butter on the list.
Butter goes on
Yeah.
basically everything, and like when you go to a restaurant, Teresa and I have gone to many steakhouses together, and with our wives, and we go out to dinner a lot and like to. There's nothing better than you got your cocktail, your wine, or whatever, and they bring the rolls out, and you get that hot roll with the butter. I mean, there's nothing better than that, man. It just tastes so good right off the bat.
So she's gonna kill me for this, but there's no way she's listening to an hour and a half in. But Cornsey, when she was doing the show that was on Fuel TV, and she did the skit Bobby's Bedroom, she has a whole butter episode,
Really?
like where they start talking about something, and she just kind of like sidetracks into butter and talks about butter for like 3 or 4 minutes straight. It's pretty awesome. If you can find it on the internet, good luck. But it's difficult to find, but it's hilarious.
That specific episode or the whole series?
The whole series is difficult to find.
Now, see,
But if you can find the butter episode on top of that, it's
What's-
equally incredible.
what's funny is I was listening to Bubba the Love Sponge one day, and they were playing one of the videos from that.
Well, no, you're thinking
She was not. No, it was a different.
It's
one.
a different skit, and that's not on.
But it was funny because I hear this voice and I go, "That's Quernsey," and then I look it up and I was like, "Oh my god, Quernsey was involved in some shit." And then like it led to the Bobby's Bedroom thing, and I'm like, I feel dirty watching this video about Teresa's wife.
So what My Suck Summer is referring to, and it is definitely not a PC thing, but it's this is the name of it.
Right.
She did a skit called Retarded Policeman, which was now to give some background on it.
Right.
Like it was her friend is the policeman who he has Down syndrome.
He has Down syndrome.
Yeah.
But he's actually a fairly famous actor. Like he actually just won an award for some not like some big time award, but like a local award for
Nice.
some movie that he just did. But like his name's Ponce, Ponce Man, and this guy and Beefle, if you've got to meet him,
I've met him, yes.
he's incredible.
Yes.
But it's on top of it,
How come I haven't met this motherfucker.
This was a while ago.
I
He
he wasn't at your wedding, right?
It's not like
no, he was. But I was at his brother's wedding, so I
remember
I have
that,
a
yes.
really great picture
Yes.
with him where we're on
Mushrooms.
we're on Bourbon Street. But so she was in that, and like the episode that she's in is totally ridiculous, but obviously, but yeah, so that's what you saw her
Yes,
on, and
yes.
that's I mean, the funny thing is I saw her in a few of these things prior to ever meeting her.
Really?
Yeah, because like friend of a friend. You know? So like, so I had seen some of this stuff.
That's how stalkers go, though. They're like,
Yeah, it is,
I
yes.
just randomly saw this thing, and before I even knew who you were, and now we're married.
Stalk
Okay.
to marriage. That could
Yeah.
be a show, actually. That could be a great show.
Yeah.
I would love it.
And he was like touring the nation, like with bands and shit, and like it just happened.
Right.
Mhm.
Just happened to be in the same
Happened to
city at the
happen.
same time.
Sure.
I don't
Dude,
believe it.
Don't lay this out because guys are gonna be DMing me for tips. I don't want to participate.
How'd you do it?
How did you land a famous actress?
Wait, did you make a pick?
I
Not
did.
yet.
It was butter.
No, he did make it.
All right, you gotta end
This
it.
is the last one. Man, this is tough. But it's something that I use a lot, and Loaf just went with butter, so this kind of falls right in line with it. Sour cream. I mean, it's delicious on tacos. It's delicious on quesadillas. I mean, obviously,
Jason Benetti hates you now.
obviously, you know what I eat. Like, and it's what got me caused to get banned then
I'll be
blocked
honest.
by Steve Stone.
Sour cream's weak as fuck.
No,
I'm not a
It
fan.
is weak.
Oh, I love it.
It's
I mean, like, there's.
But I like it. I like it. There's a lot of things I could have went with.
Whipped cream better than sour cream.
No, sour cream is really delicious, dude. Especially on the tacos.
I had whipped cream. Whipped cream was
I had
my
whipped
next
cream on my
pick.
list as well. I had
You can put it on the tacos. You can put it on the chili.
You can put
it on
whipped
a lot
cream
of
on a
stuff.
taco.
You can put whipped cream on chili, right?
I've had
You
it.
can.
I've had it.
Nope. Are we gonna do runoffs?
That's dumb.
I had a
yeah.
Choco Taco with whipped cream.
Hey, do your runoff.
That's
Jump
something.
up.
So
Jump
my
with your-
runoffs are too ridiculous. Well, so
So you have
obviously,
like 3.
so I had ketchup.
Oh,
I had barbecue sauce.
Will you
Yeah, that's
eat
good
ketchup
call.
though?
Yeah, I eat ketchup.
I had barbecue sauce, but I had spicy barbecue sauce.
I had olive oil.
Yep.
I had foie gras.
Foie gras.
Because
It's-
I've had that on
Delicious.
steak.
but
I've
it's
had that on
not.
steak.
But it's a standalone. It could be a standalone
It can-
entree too, right?
I mean, it can be, but it's additive.
Like nobody sits down and eats a whole plate of sour cream.
Who eats a whole plate of foie gras?
Yeah, no, you'll die. Like
I'm sure people do.
Whoa,
It's an entree.
it's
It's not
not.
an entree.
It's not an
No,
entree?
It's like a little.
It's more like a
Oh, I
spread.
thought it was
It's
like
a
an entree.
side. Yeah, exactly. I would say it's
Oh,
like
I always
some
thought it was
sort
an
of on the
entree.
side.
All right, my
And
bad.
I had Worcestershire sauce
Oh.
just because of life.
Horseradish sauce is good.
Yeah,
Worcestershire sauce.
How about-
horsey
how about
sauce. You talking horse?
So-
I forgot Arby's sauce.
Oh
Man,
man,
you should have said. You
That's
should have
big.
had horsey sauce, dude.
Yeah.
Horsey sauce sucks.
You don't
Arby's
like
sauce.
horsey, you just like
Arby's
Arby's
sauce.
sauce,
Okay.
though.
And
Just
McDonald's
the actual
McDonald's
Arby's
sweet and
sauce.
sour sauce also.
What is?
That's on my
what is
list,
Arby's
goddammit.
sauce?
Arby's sauce? It's
Yeah.
ketchup.
Just ketchup. With
It's
like-
ketchup and barbecue
like
sauce
some-
mixed
okay.
Yeah,
together.
it's like a mixture.
I had onions. I had cocktail sauce. I had
Good call.
the
Cocktail sauce.
buttery garlic pizza dip that you put your crust in. That's fucking delicious.
That's a good call.
I probably should have went over with that over sour cream, but whatever. Garlic aioli, which I like. Sweet fish sauce, which is probably something that nobody else likes.
I thought about fish sauce,
But, like,
but I put soy sauce. So, I
So
was
like when I would go to this place out in Cali, and then here too, they give you like a little side dish of dipping sauce that was like a sweet pickled, thing that you would dunk like your egg roll in or something, and it was delicious.
I mean, fish sauce is fine if we had like 10 people in here drafting, but it's not going to get. to the top,
no, it should have got
It's good, but it's not that up there.
I had pepper jelly, which is really good too. Cream cheese and onions, or cream cheese with onions and chives. That was really
Schmear,
good.
some schmear.
Yeah, Tabasco sauce / hot pepper sauce. Love that. Tzatziki sauce.
Oh, wow.
And
Drinking it up.
And then two things that I don't know if they would go. Sausage gravy. I didn't know because
I think that's in.
that could stand
count
alone
that.
as its own thing, because
I think that's an additive. Yeah,
right,
yeah,
but
yeah.
like biscuits and gravy, right?
Biscuits
but
and
like
gravy's
sausage,
a-
like you
yeah,
can put
it's
sausage
legit.
gravy on a lot of shit.
True.
Now, the last thing I was going to pick, and I almost picked it because you picked Magic Shell, just to fuck with you, but then I was like, I'm glad you put it out there, is the DQ Crunch Coat. which is that thing that they had this big, and I don't know, maybe some of you younger kids don't remember, and I don't know if it still exists or not, because I haven't been to a DQ forever, but they had this big, like wheel thing that spun that had like little latches on it, and they had this crunch stuff, which was called Crunch Coat, and it's a delicious topping consisting of sprinkles and crushed peanut butter nougats, aka the epitome of sweet and salty mixes. And they would put this on your soft serve cone, and I literally,
Sounds delicious.
I remember, guys don't know what I'm talking about?
No,
I
because we don't
got
really
a
have
DQ.
DQ in the city.
Oh,
man.
yeah, that's true. You guys don't.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna pull it up, but yeah, no, that was something that is just, oh god, when I'm like going through all this stuff and I heard enhancing the flavor of the already meal, I was like, oh man, what better thing to enhance a cone than putting more fucking sugar on top of a cone? So yeah, that was really good. So yeah, what's your guys' dumps?
All right, so I've got
loaf.
I've got sweet and sour sauce, which Treasy kind of tried to mention at the end. He only said McDonald's, but I think any sweet and sour sauce is way up there. I've got peanut butter. I don't know how peanut butter got missed in the dumps. Chocolate syrup, which isn't quite magic shell.
Alone, though.
Just any chocolate syrup.
Yeah, I went very specific.
You went specific on that. I got wasabi. So if you like to go out and do a little sushi, you can put the wasabi in there. You get a little
Jesus Christ, that's the crunch coat?
That's crunch coat.
Wow.
That's crunch coat.
Holy fuck.
It's delicious, dude.
Wow.
And there's a...
Put that up.
That looks like Captain
online.
Crunch, like smashed up.
There's a copycat thing on the internet. I'll make some and we'll have some soft serves and we'll throw it together. Yeah.
That's a good call.
It's pretty good. Man. It's like, it's good.
Last three, I got honey, powdered sugar, and then whipped cream, which we kind of sort of mentioned a little bit during there.
I like
them are redundant.
I like all this. Did anyone say mustard?
No.
No one said
mustard. Didn't even fucking make it. Mailman Jack's gonna be so pissed.
He's gonna upset. What's funny is like when I get a Polish at the ballpark or whatever, I'll put mustard on there. But it's just
now, could grilled onions have been a condiment in this?
Yes,
we probably missed out on that.
Yeah,
I had onions, but it was just regular chopped onions.
You had the chopped onions.
Did I not say that? Because I should have said that in my runoff. Maybe you did. I should have said that in my runoff. I again, brown mustard, right? Something I would never put on something. But if I was somewhere and it was already on something,
I'd be fine with it. Yeah.
I'd throw it in the fucking garbage.
See how it
All right, my sex summer. Pay some fucking...
So, hey, this is what's funny. And it's funny about the Twitters and it's funny about whatever. While we're sitting here, I made... I put a post out on our Twitter that we just got brand new fucking koozies, which are a throwback to one of the greatest shows ever.
Oh, yeah.
Martin. I was sitting in my basement, and I got these two brothers at me. They're like, we need new fucking ideas, and they're bullwhipping me. And they're like, get this shit together, it out. And I was like, what can I fucking do? And then all of a sudden I go, you know what? I should do a fucking 108 logo in the Martin fucking logo.
The font is so good. I love it.
It worked out really well. So we just got them delivered today. I will be putting them up. So if you go to our Twitter right now or whenever, go back to tonight and just look. I posted this literally about 35 minutes ago. And we have
because everyone's listening to this live.
We have 34 fucking likes already and 2 retweets on the Damn Gina, which I will call it, the Damn Gina koozie that will be released soon. And that was made by our guys up at Fourth Shift Printing up on the north side. But yeah, so rest of February we have $20 ship shirts, which include all the 108 shirts that we have. We're trying to get rid of some shirts here, get you guys a good price, and get it sent out to you. You will get a most of the time you're getting a koozie from us and Buffalo Wings and Rings, plus a 108 VIP card and a beer, baseball, and bullshit card. Throwing it all in there, and our Christmas card, because I have a bunch of those left still. So I keep throwing that out there. The first, I think, 10 orders of this most recent promotion with our new shirts. I don't know if you guys know, but Steve Stone put on our shirt and tweeted it out there to the masses, and he threw it out there. And that shirt is doing gangbusters. So go out there. It's our OG logo without the Twitter underneath it. We got white on black, we got black on black, and we have white on green, and the other one is black on gray, asphalt, which is one that sold out very quickly in the 108. So make sure you get your hands on that one before it's gone. Those are not $20, those are $25, so you got to be a baller to ship on that one.
Oh, shit.
And then, but no, I'll put the koozies up probably this weekend, or before this weekend, because I'm going to be out of town. Don't rob my house. And, it's going to be a good time. But yeah, through February, we have $20 shipped 108 shirts, and the new shirts are up to $25 a piece, shipped to your house, and you get some extras. It's going to be fun times.
Beautiful.
To me, I mean, if you're someone who's a little bit worried about the bandwagon fans and you want to show that you were here before then,
that's something I was going to say.
You got to buy one of the 100%. 108 gear, because when you show up in 108 gear at the ballpark,
everyone's
going to look at you and know, oh, they're part of that group right there. They've been here since the beginning. So you want to buy that stuff to mark yourself. It's like, okay, it's like marking yourself safe.
Yep.
When there's a catastrophe. You're marking yourself safe from the bandwagonness.
I love it.
And that is something. It's a good conversation piece when you're not at the park too, because people don't know what it is. They're like, "Oh, you're a Cubs fan." You're like, "Fuck no, I'm not." And you can tell them who the 108 is, and you're like, "Yeah, it's these three guys that love fucking Mexican condiments." So
I thought that was going somewhere else, but
we do obviously.
Right now, it is time for last call.
Yes, last call.
So last call, we're all gonna have a topic real quick. We're gonna fly through these motherfuckers. It's gonna be beautiful, and we're gonna end the show under 2 hours.
Oh,
Possibly.
wow.
Possibly.
Wow.
We're getting close. All right. I will start.
Beautiful.
I will start. The Red Sox just made some trades because they needed to get under the luxury tax.
Man.
Because John Henry is so poor that he can only own 2 professional franchises. So the fact that they needed to get rid of this payroll makes me think that they might be cheap as fuck.
Yes.
So I want you guys to tell me how cheap they are, and I'll start you off. I'll get an idea. They're as cheap as Mr. Orange not wanting to tip $1 fucking for breakfast. My Sock Summer, how fucking cheap are these guys?
Oh, see, now when you said what's the cheapest thing that somebody can do, right?
Yeah.
And so what I will say is cheap is when you're out in a group, right, and you took somebody out for dinner, per se, right? It's a birthday or whatever, and like everyone's going to kick in, okay? This will be my first example, is everyone fucking is pitching in, but somebody goes behind everybody's back and pays their own tab out of there and then goes, hey, what can I throw on the rest of this tab?
Oh,
that's totally fucking weak.
That's what John Henry did.
That's awful. That's weird.
Fucking dirtball. I mean, it's not dirt. Well, yeah, it is dirtball.
It's dirtball.
It's dirtball, and it's just like, you know, and sometimes, and I'm thinking of a specific person, and the person makes a good amount of money, and it always, it's funny because the richest people that you know are usually the cheapest people that you know. The people that like not struggle, but like know what it feels like to struggle, that have money, are like, you know what? I'm gonna pick that up.
They always put a little extra in.
Right?
That's for
it's
sure.
Like they know how to live life.
That's
Right?
like the $5 Christmas bonus for Ezra in Trading Places. Thank you, Mr. Mortimer.
I'll go to a movie by myself.
But yeah, I mean, it's
Beef loaf.
That's one of my things.
How cheap are the Red Sox?
I'm going to go highbrow here. And the cheapest thing that I could ever think of as someone who works in the outer business world as an accountant, the cheapest thing I can think of is people who move their location strictly because of state taxes. When you make enough money where that's a concern to you, you should also be able to choose a lifestyle in which you don't care. You live the best place that you love and enjoy, and you don't worry about 3% versus 5%. It's a really weak pull right there. It's a super cheap thing. It's a hilarious thing to me when I see it done in actual, like, oh, well, we're going to move because we'll save 2% on this. It's like, who gives a flying fuck? You're living in a place right now with great restaurants and museums and all these attractions that you like, and you're going to move to some bullshit place that you don't really like to save 2%.
Right.
It's embarrassing. It's super cheap shit. It's like anything.
That's 2 pennies on a dollar.
That's right. Any cheap.
You need $100 to make $2.
To make $2.
To make
That's right.
$2.
That's the penultimate cheap thing that I could possibly think of in my entire life that does actually happen, and it's hilarious to me. I'll never stop loving it and laughing at people who do it because you have a terrible life if you choose this.
Well, and then there's the people that are like, oh, that gas over there is $2.46, and then this gas over here is $2.47. Well, I'm gonna go to $2.46. So you're buying 15 gallons of gas, so you save 15 fucking cents. Okay. You got to do that 10 more times, then you have $1.50. And you still can't buy anything. You can't buy anything. You can't even buy a king-size candy bar. Some bullshit regular size. I mean, it's not as bullshit as the fun size, but it's not a king size.
But it's not a meal either.
No, it's not. Nor is it a condiment. Is nougat a condiment?
My suck summer, what you got for last call?
Dude, so the debate, they just went down. It was announced, was leaked yesterday or 2 days ago? Yeah, it was yesterday, where they were talking about how we're going to make baseball more exciting and they're going to have people pick their playoff opponents and blah, blah, blah. I floated you an idea at you guys of how I thought baseball should be better. It was shot down by one Chirizi because it probably would not come off very well. But what do you think that we can do to make baseball more exciting to the masses?
So I talked
what was
about
one thing you could implement to make it better? Yeah.
So I talked about this a while ago, probably a few years ago now, actually. One thing that I thought would be a good idea was, I see the success of NFL Red Zone, right?
Right.
And now you can't do it in real time because
you can't really know when
someone's going to hit a home run. But on Wednesday nights, especially, everyone's playing. Everyone plays about the same time. All the games are going on. And we used to hang out on Wednesday nights to watch all the games on MLB.tv.
Yeah, we'd flip around and check out different things. Right? That's right.
MLB has their own fucking network. They should have a show on that network on Wednesday nights that is just straight fucking who's hitting a home run, who's scoring. It should just go game to game all fucking night and just show you all the shit. People would tune in for fucking 6 hours.
It's like live PD.
For sure.
And get into baseball. It's an easy thing to do, too. They do that stupid around the horn, where they're and let's go to this game where there's a highlight. And it's so slow. And there's 9 hours of Billy Ripken in between there talking about fielding or something.
Talking about not his fuckface card.
Yeah. If he was talking fuckface card, people would tune in for that. But no, they're just talking about bullshit, and it's just just skip to another. I don't care if it's the Marlins. Did someone hit a home run 800 feet? Yeah, I want to watch that.
Yeah. Did Dylan Covey give up yet another home run? Yes.
Did someone get hit? Did someone get hit in the ass? Show me that too. Any highlight you have, it should be just constant highlights all Wednesday because there's so many games going on. It should be easy. Yeah. They don't do it. No. Do that.
All right. So you need a red zone type thing.
Yeah, red zone type thing.
I mean, I'm gonna piggyback off of you. I don't think you need a full red zone type thing, but what you do need to do is get rid of the blackout restrictions across the United States. If someone buys MLB.tv, allow them to watch any game anywhere and flip to any game anywhere, and allow trackers to be in there. Allow a tracker to be. I want to watch when Giancarlo Stanton hits. I want to watch when Shohei Ohtani's pitching. Allow yourself to set up markers in there that will let you know or have a screen pop up and show you
I like
that particular player when they're going because you want to see the superstars. You want to see that. Now,
that's probably not even that tough.
I don't think it is that tough. And the casual fan wants to check those players out. Yeah. We're full season ticket holders, so it's not us. We're going to be at the ballpark. We're going to watch a languid game for 9 innings. We're going to watch our team. But the average person that's a casual fan wants to check in on these high-profile players. They want to see Mike Trout hit when he's up there.
Yeah,
I do too, actually. Even though I'm just a little more of an advanced fan, I guess. But I want to see that shit too. They should set it up so that you can easily get to those players right when it's happening in live action. You want to see these big things. It's like they do a good job with. When there's a no-hitter, if you go to MLB.com, that shit is blaring everywhere and people can check in on it, right?
Yeah.
Go deeper. Go deeper into game events that people are really interested in. If someone's got 3 hits and they're going to go to 4 hits, make that pop up and make you can have a chance to see
it.
Exactly, yeah. Make it so that people can see these events, even if they're not huge events, but and also to see the premium players. You got to get in there and see the best things about the games.
Yeah.
And right now, they don't do a good job of that. They're blacking out too. They're too worried about their cable money. Fuck that cable money, man. Go direct. You control the product. Get everyone in on it. You're going to get so many fans interested in just seeing some of these shorter blips that they're going to pay the $100, $150 to have MLB.tv. It's a no-brainer.
Oh, if they had some shit where you could watch, like you get alerted to what game's on, and you got this whole stream, and you could have your own home team in that and all that.
Right.
Like, you're telling me Amazon wouldn't pay a fucking fortune just to have a little Amazon runner at the bottom that you could click on if you want to buy some shit while you're watching this on your phone.
Right.
Like
or
a
on
Nomar
your screen.
Mazzara, jersey after he hits a 3-run ding.
Yeah, for
You're
sure.
Like, hey, on sale. Like you would like put a blip out, $10 off right now because he just hit a home run.
Treasy, what about Will Hill putting up a thing? You can bet on this at bat now and do that. I think there's so many opportunities with this thing.
That's where you go.
Baseball's really got it because the in-game betting in baseball is infinite because you can do every bat or you can do every. There's just so many opportunities here to get everyone hooked into these games. You know, they already got fantasy, and fantasy's kind of a big thing, and football kind of took them over. But in-game betting for baseball is going to be enormous.
In-game betting for baseball is actually probably one of the more fun ones that you could have because imagine if they were letting you bet on every play in football, like people would be all over that, but they don't let you do that because it's just too quick. Which baseball, a batter's coming up, they're going to let you bet on that at bat,
right? Yes,
and that could be a big market for them, but they're too pussy about it to like put this all out there to like let the average fan just watch it whatever they want whenever they want.
Yeah, they're really worrying about turning a 3-hour and 15-minute game into a 3-hour and 1-minute game when all they should be doing is cutting up the pieces of it and letting people consume it however they want. Much like people do with podcasts and TV shows or anything else. Yeah. They could follow those models real easily. Albums, yeah, exactly. You get 2 or 3 songs, you don't have to listen to the whole album. Yeah. Like, they could be doing that. They could be following the model that everything else is going, but really they're focusing on all the wrong shit right now, in my opinion.
Yeah.
All right, B-Flip, give us your last call.
All right, so along the lines of doing 108 things, we have burned a KFC log in my backyard. We've burned a pumpkin. We've burned Wally Money cards. What do you guys think we should burn next on Twitter as part of the 108 brand in my little my fire pit back there?
First off, I want to express a grievance. I sent out a sweatshirt to one of our fans in the KFC log box.
Yes.
And it had Colonel Sanders on it and everything. Like, the guy couldn't have mistaken it for some other box. The other box that the box came in, okay, I fucking understand. Like, the guy probably didn't read the side of the box and it said, oh, KFC log. You know, smells like whatever. But the one that looked like a KFC fucking, like, dinner box that you would go and get, why didn't you tweet about the fact that you got a fucking sweatshirt from us in a goddamn KFC log box? I'm like, these little guerrilla marketing things that I do, when they don't click, I'm like,
you get upset.
Why the fuck is nobody tweeting this? You know, like...
Now, effectively, 95% of them actually work, and everyone tweets them out.
A lot of them do, yes. Yeah, like just tonight, somebody got the Jason Benetti card that I got at Sox Prom. Yeah. Where I went up to Jason and said, hey, I'm going to sign this. I'm going to send it out to one of our followers. He's like, oh, the 108 followers. And I was like, yes. He's like, oh, I got to do something special. So he drew like a heart with the 108 inside of it and then signed his name. So somebody tweeted that tonight and tagged Benetti. So I'm sure Benetti's going to be hunting us down looking for a shirt, but he needs a schmedium, which we might have one left, so I gotta make sure we fucking save one of those.
You better hold on.
He just gets an autographed baseball from us.
That's right.
That'd be fun.
Fuck, I was gonna bring those tonight and I forgot. So anyway, but so oh fuck, what should we burn in your backyard? Man.
Now see, I thought it would be the rebuild-o-meter, but we lost it.
Oh, it's gone?
I don't have.
We haven't seen it since
the Festivus. I brought it to Festivus and never made it home.
You totally left it at Festivus.
I left it
because you left everything there.
And someone took.
I did. I had a
bad. And me drunk, like definitely.
It was a bad night.
Yeah.
Well, not a bad. It was a good night, but I was hammered.
Oh wow! All right. Well, hey, it's better. It had like a burial at sea.
That's true.
It was like I had one of the original iPads. And it just disappeared one time. Like, I'm sure somebody saw it at the gym, but it was dying. So I was like, I'm happy that it went away. It's like a dog that walks off into the woods to die because it doesn't want to inconvenience you.
That's right.
Dude, fuck, man. I don't know what we can burn. Like, there's too
I'll
many
go,
things.
man.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll go.
I haven't thought of anything.
I'm gonna need you to burn my corpse because I came back from New York
Jesus.
the other day, and so we're landing, and like there had been like a guy who like kind of passed out in the front of the plane.
Okay.
And so we knew like,
and it wasn't
you flew the whole way. I thought it was before you even took off.
And like so
holy shit.
There was a doctor on the flight.
Okay.
And he went up there and he helped the guy, and like it looked like things were okay. And they're like, we got a medical emergency, so when we land, we need you to stay seated. We're gonna get this person off the plane. It's like obviously. So we're rolling up, and like so we're rolling up to the airport, like to the hangar, and I'm just like, oh, there's the fucking ambulance, and there's a fire truck, and there's an ambulance, and there's a fucking cop car, and what the fuck is going on?
And there's a dead guy.
And so I was like, what is this guy, a fucking criminal or something? What the fuck is happening?
Right.
And so we roll up, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna need you to stay seated because we have the medical emergency up front, but we also have a sick passenger from China on board.
Oh,
and so
shit.
we got to go through some protocols. And I was like, well, this is interesting. And so turns out like this person had been in the U.S. for like almost a month, and was from a region of China that had not been touched by the coronavirus. But nevertheless,
thank God.
I'm pretty sure I haven't. But so when I die, I need you to just burn my corpse.
That's a good idea.
So that we don't spread. It's gotta be like in what's that movie? The with Dustin Hoffman and whatnot.
Like and the band played on or no?
No. That's I don't have that.
That's the AIDS movie.
I don't have that. I was thinking of the one where
yeah.
It's like Ebola.
Yeah, where they're gonna firebomb the
Yeah,
whole
but
city.
they have to burn it. You got to do that to me.
Okay, I'll do that.
So when I die, I'm like, I got like a week and a half. So when that happens,
I like that you looked at your watch.
Just take
because you don't watch.
Just take care of that.
I'm down with that. I'm down with that.
Hey, yeah, this is smartwatch, motherfucker. It's got the date on
your
it.
calendar on
Teresa,
there?
I'll get the white gas. We'll take care of you fine.
Beautiful. Thank you.
The white gas.
Thank you. So with that, I think we're gonna close it out.
Yeah.
Because that's how you close things out.
I don't know what I'm gonna burn.
Yeah. With the
I
death.
just don't like. I don't like.
It's like
burning
Requiem
anything.
for a Dream. Yeah, I hope we ended that on a horrible down note for you guys. But we will talk to you guys soon, and we will see you at the park very soon. I'm very excited for that. We're about a month and a half away. Yep. I cannot fucking wait.
Almost exactly. Yeah, it's like 50 some days.
Enjoy, guys.
Peace.
Keep drinking. We'll see you soon.